Hello. So yeah, we're gonna play a little more Baldur's Gate tonight, but to start things off, I saw that uh, Shiva was actually streaming right now, and he has an open panel. So I'm gonna hop on over there and hopefully have a discussion about something I've been wanting to pick his brain about for a while. So let's see if we can make that happen. Second here. See how long we stay in back chat before he realizes we're here. Oh, this is virtual camera. Uh, Patient. He uses Hawk Studio. Not familiar with this one. What do I have? I think we just do that. Like that. Testing, 1, 2. Okay, it looks like my mic's working. What is my other setting? Let's see here. Looks like it's just the default. Yeah, this should be. This is Mo Rebuttal. How's it going? It could be, yeah. It could. This could be just all AI. You don't know. Um, could.
If I were one, perhaps atypical. Would I be atypical of AIs? No. There was an AI that was released onto Twitter that became really racist and had to be pulled, wasn't there? Because it was learning from what Twitter was feeding it.
Yeah, I think that's yeah, I think that was a few of them actually did that, right? On X, a few of them they had to take. It was like the early days, right?
Yeah.
It funny how.
Well, no, not works. Even necessarily the early days. Didn't Grok recently express sympathy for Hitler?
Yeah, yeah, that happened, and they changed. That was a weird one because then they changed his algorithm, and then he snapped out of it.
Is Grok male?
Is Grok male? He's always portrayed that way. I guess I don't know.
Because I would refer to it as an it, but you're referring to it as a he, which I think is quite interesting.
Yeah, usually because of how they portray him, I guess, in like imagery and whatnot. But yeah, I guess it would be an it.
Do you think women assume that Grok is female?
I don't know. I guess it depends.
I wonder if that's the case. It would be interesting to ask a woman if when they're interacting with large language models via text and not via voice, whether they interpret the responses as being female rather than male, or whether they view it as being neutral,
like a self-projection.
Yeah.
Well, I actually I did want to jump up here real quick. I did want to kind of pick your brain a little bit on some stuff we've talked about before. So last time we had a brief discussion, you brought up the word game thing, and I've used it kind of tongue in cheek. Yeah, language games, right?
Yeah.
I've used tongue in cheek since then, but I did some. It was
All
the first
right.
time I
So
heard about it, and so I did some reading on it. Right, I told you I'd go read a little more on it.
yeah. Well, so have I. And what I've recently discovered, which is a fun little fact, is that actually you can use language games to argue for anything. It's kind of fantastic.
Well, okay.
What
So
with
actually,
ballistics.
that kind of goes into my question, right? Because when I was going over
Right.
this, I was thinking, okay, well then, how can anyone under this model? How can anyone ever be wrong? Because they could just be playing their own word game.
That's yes, but then I suppose you would then. It's weird. There's an aphorism that I read from someone fucking literally decades ago. I forget who, and I'm paraphrasing,
Okay.
and it's words to the effect of communication is a miracle because it's like two universes colliding. And so, like, how would you say anyone is wrong? I suppose language games can develop between individuals, and you can have communal language games. And I suppose an example of this would be technical languages that use English words, but within that specific context, they have very specific and maybe different meanings to what they would colloquially have. I think a good example of that would be legalese compared to English, where some words within that very specific legal framework have a very specific meaning and only that meaning. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you could also even just look at just common differences between different groups of individuals from different countries, right? Like over there in the UK,
Yeah.
a bundle of sticks, right? that what they refer to that over there.
No, you can say faggot. It's fine.
Okay. Well, I'm streaming, so I was gonna not do it, but yeah.
Oh,
That's
right. Sorry.
No worries.
All right. Whereas I'm not attached to this channel, so
yeah, no, I get it. It's like a mutually assured destruction here we got going.
But I'll keep my language polite for the benefit of your stream.
Sure, yeah.
I suppose
I'm just starting out. It'd be a shame for them just to like delete my channel so early. But yeah, but going back to that example, like in the US, you get the idea.
Yeah. And also in the UK, colloquially, the shortened version, FAG, that's what we call a cigarette.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Like that's right. But that's a perfect example of what Wittgenstein is pointing to. I think that one word, FAG. Like I'm just going to say it, fag. Like, because we're talking about the word, we're not being derogatory. And if YouTube, oh shit, it's not just my channel, right? Sorry, FAG, like that one word, like depending on the context, has vastly different meanings. And I think, like, what Wittgenstein is pointing to is something descriptive. He's kind of saying, look, this is kind of what language is doing, and this is what meaning and truth is, and like he kind of gets in on certainty. He kind of goes into, well, how do we know things? Like, how do I know that I've got two hands? And I think he comes to what I think is a fairly pragmatic conclusion, which you can have issue with or not, I suppose, which is that there are certain propositions that it doesn't benefit you to kind of doubt, and he calls these things hinge propositions. So these would be propositions such as I have a mind, or I have a body, and these are like propositions that in a way allow for knowledge to arise. It's a bit sketchy. I don't fully understand it. like I'd need. I've only read on certainty. There are two other works of his that are like considered important, far more important than on certainty. One is fucking hell, I'm gonna get this wrong. Tracticus Logicus, which is an earlier work of his, and then there's a second work in which he kind of says actually the stuff I was saying in my earlier book, some of that is wrong. Philosophical Investigations, I think it's called. I'm going to get in Philosophical Investigations and read that, and then I might also get his earlier book, just but that would be later, like just as a interest, because I kind of find him interesting just based on reading on certainty. Like there's something there that's kind of speaking to me. Not quite sure what, but yeah.
Well, you said so he was making a descriptive claim on these language games.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. But doesn't some of his conclusions based on the language game have prescriptions in it, I guess, on how you should view language when engaging with others, or would that be a?
Yeah, I mean, I think I think it sort of depends, doesn't it? Really, on what you want. Like, I've only read on certainty. He doesn't appear to be making moral claims in that book, which is a very slim text. Maybe he does make moral claims in his other works, but he seems to be more concerned with, like, how can he know fundamental things? Like, how can he know that 2 + 2 = 4? And what does it mean for him to say that he knows that 2 + 2 = 4? Yeah, so he's not really kind of talking about morals. I don't even know if he ever addresses morals in his work. Like, I think he's known for being like he's known for formulating something called truth tables in, I think it's Logico Tracticus, which is a kind of quite a technical way of like passing out, P not P, like.
Okay, because I think just from what I understood, and I guess the kind of the contention that I brought up earlier about how can anyone ever be wrong if it's just a descriptive claim. I think it works on that level, because I mean it's hard to argue that if it's hard to argue that doesn't exist in language, right? I think it's an accurate description.
But I think you could say, well, within the rules of a language game, you can be wrong.
Right. Okay. So then would you in the language game that you're currently participating in with someone, that they're aware of, you get the semantics out of the way, right? You can
yes,
in that language game you can get to some you can figure out the truth, like whatever the truth of the argument that you're engaging with.
Yeah. And I think that's why it's important to get people to define terms that you don't understand.
Right. Yeah. No, great.
Which is why sometimes I'll ask people what they mean. But I think that actually can be abused as a tactic, where it's just you just keep kind of saying to people, what do you mean by that word?
What do you mean by the? Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah. I've seen that before in debates. It's just like, come on, man, what are we doing here?
And I don't mind explaining what I mean, but if I think someone's taking the piss, then I'll ask them if they want me to get a fucking dictionary. Like,
yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, cool. Yeah. Because I ever since I did the reading, I've been wanting to ask you that to see what your take on that was. So, but that makes sense.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I'll read Uncertainty again, but it almost seems like he doesn't actually really come to any conclusions, or he doesn't state any conclusions explicitly within Uncertainty. And as far as I'm aware, I think the book was published posthumously from notes that he was writing. So yeah. I think it's Philosophical Investigations is his later work that he published before he died. Philosophical Investigations by Ludwig Wittgenstein. Yeah, that's quite pricey though, which is why I haven't bought it yet. At least it's quite pricey for me. I know that's not bad actually. 25 quid.
What is that in US dollars?
And right, and the other one, his earlier work was Tracticus Logico Philosophicus. I knew I was going to mangle that that title.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll have to. The reading that I did was obviously very surface level because it was just what I could read around the internet. I actually didn't get the book, but I might have to add it to the ever-growing list of to get.
Oh yeah, it is, and that list is never ending in my experience. Like I've just started reading Hume, and I'm reading in Inquiries Concerning Human Understanding, and like I'm just kind of, I'm getting quite old now, and I'm realizing that I've left this kind of malarkey quite late. And there's a lot of shit that I don't know.
I wish I would have gotten started earlier in this. I just I've only been really kind of delving into debate and just kind of philosophy maybe a few years now, really. So
well, I mean, it's been a couple of years for me.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it would have been really cool if I could have got in a little earlier, but nothing can be done about it now. All I can do is try to make it for lost time and try to cram all this. I remember when I first started joining panels, people were saying things. It sounded like another. I couldn't. I didn't understand anything anyone was saying. Like especially when they got into like deeper philosophical things, it was
if you
interesting experience.
if you want to be in that position again, I can recommend somebody called Jack Angstreak, who you'll probably find on a YouTube channel called Monkey Boy Logic. Now, Monkey Boy himself is like a young student, I think.
Logic.
And Jack is someone he's a bit older. Jack's much more precise and technical.
I'll check it out.
They're both atheists, so
that's fine.
Like if you don't mind watching atheists.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I watch people I disagree with all the time, just to hear their arguments.
I quite like it took me a while, the Monkey Boy and Jack, because for a good I watched a few of their videos, and obviously something must have intrigued me immediately because I persisted in watching, but I persisted through thinking, are these guys just taking the piss? Are they just trolling? And then it took me quite a while to see, actually, no, they aren't trolling. They're actually asking really fundamental questions. It's just that they're kind of so fundamental that we don't even I never even kind of thinking about those questions like that.
Sorry, you said monkey boy or monkey ball?
Monkey boy, one word.
Boy,
Monkey
got it.
boy
Okay.
underscore logic, I think it is. I can put his link in the chat. But it's the monkey boy is quite good. Like he's not bad. Monkey boy logic. All right, it's just monkey boy. Sorry, yeah, I'll put
Okay, I found him then. Got like a
yeah.
Darth Vader helmet on his avatar.
Yeah, with glasses.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I'll check out some of.
Yeah, and yeah, if you like, they'll like just Jack Angstreak will be featured in several of his videos. Yeah, he's kind of like an older, slightly portly, bespectacled gentleman. He can get quite angry sometimes. Like he gets quite frustrated if he's talking to a complete moron.
Yeah. Seems to be the case with like debaters who have what's a good way to put it? Some debaters they require like a bigger headspace, if you want to call it that, to kind of sit there and listen to. And those debaters I have noticed have a tendency where if they're doing like call-ins or something, if especially if they've heard something like a million times over, they get like really frustrated and just bored basically.
Well, I tell you, this guy Jack Angstreak, he I actually really like him. There's an argument of his that I've like stolen wholesale, which I only heard him make in one video, and I actually had to like rewind and listen to it several times because I liked the argument so much that I wanted to make sure that I nailed it, which is that appeals to divine mystery, which is known as skeptical theism, leads to total epistemic collapse where you can't know anything.
Okay.
And it's such a because his argument kind of goes, if you say if you're trying to say this action that God did is evil, and then the defense for that is, well, it might seem evil to you, but you can't make that claim because like God's ways are above your ways and you can't know God's ways. So what that does is that introduces an epistemic separation between us and God, right? Which has several implications. So first of all, it means that if I can't say God is evil because God's ways are above my ways and I can't know them, then similarly it means you can't say that God is good because we will be using the same faculties, the same epistemic faculties to evaluate God. And so if my faculties aren't up to the task, then yours also aren't up to the task. And so that's one problem. But it gets worse because then if we can't rely on our faculties to evaluate God's actions, then we can't rely on them to evaluate the morality of any action because they're the same faculty, the same, like we can't know that any action is right or wrong. Oh shit, I'm a little bit stoned and I'm gonna fuck this up now. But the thing that's right, but these same faculties that we use to evaluate, say, whether an action is good or bad, right? Say murder, whether murder is right or wrong. They're also the same faculties that we use to evaluate mundane epistemic claims, such as whether I have milk in the fridge.
Okay.
And so divine mystery as a defense as a theodicy defense, like a theodicy leads to like total epistemic collapse. And I'm gonna search out the video. I actually fucking wrote notes on it. I unfortunately during an episode of
it sounds
being a
like
bit
something I'd have
mental,
to
I
like.
deleted everything.
I'd have to hear the argument and then probably ponder it for a little bit and think about it. Just off
Yeah,
the top of
it's a
my
dense argument.
yeah, I mean, just off the top of my head, though, tell me what I guess you think the response would be to this. So under like the Christian paradigm, because I can see the point you're trying to make, right? With if you're using your, I guess your cognitive abilities in order to determine whether God is evil, and you say, okay, you can't do that because there's a placement, there's a separation there between what God is and what we can understand his true nature, like his full nature. It's the same problem is you would have saying he's good, but under a
Yeah.
Christian paradigm, that would be one potential answer I could see is, well, yeah, but that's why Christians don't rely on their faculties and their interpretation of it. They rely on basically the church and divinely inspired Holy Spirit of what is right and wrong. So it removes them from being the cognitive filter in which they make the value judgment, the moral value judgment themselves.
Right. Okay. I suppose there's two things though. One is relying on the church authority, and the church is made up of individual people, right?
Well, the church under Christian paradigm would be Christ's body. Like the body and the church are considered to be the same thing. So he represents the church.
Right, but
right.
Right, but Christ's body might represent the church, but is that what the church is? Because then, if that is the case, I seriously don't understand what's meant when people say the word church. Like,
well, you have the physical mortar and buildings, and then the people.
Yeah.
But as far as like referring
and the
to
institution,
you say institution, yeah. But even if we strip down that, right? Like we say we remove the let's just strip it down to that, right? Under a Christian paradigm, the church fathers, first century, were divinely inspired in order to basically put together the canonization of the Bible, and so that would be the pipeline.
So the church fathers have the same problem that you or I would have, which is that there's no way for us to know whether God is being deceptive or not.
There's no way to know that God is being deceptive or not. Well, there's also the inverse would be true too, right?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. Like I'm not saying that there's a way to know that he is being there's no wait. What would the inverse be? Because I seem to include both positions. There's no way to know whether he would be is being deceptive or not,
or truthful.
So I did include. Yes, there's also no way to know whether he's being truthful or not,
or not truthful. Like that
yeah.
I guess it would be the better. That would be the inverse, because we basically said the same thing twice. But yeah. So
well, that I suppose that was the law of excluded middle, really, wasn't it, being applied ad hoc?
Yeah.
Sorry, I am a little bit stoned, and also I am making
another
spliff right now, so I'm going to be more stoned. Like,
but nonetheless, I would definitely like to see the video you're talking about, though. You said it's on his channel, though, right?
On Monkey Boy's channel.
Yeah, the one that that argument.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me. skeptic theism would be.
This would actually,
Maybe not appropriate.
I'll throw my own little idea in here. Hearing that argument, though, I will say that's, so let's say let's just, for the sake of argument, say I can square what I just said to make some logical sense in an actual argument, right? For his argument. If inside the church, that's actually the one thing that's considered a heresy is sola scriptura, right? Where it's like you have a bunch of people just giving their own interpretations of the Bible, and they say this is right. And so this would be
well, which church?
Orthodoxy. I'm an Orthodox acquirer.
Okay.
So
okay.
So we would consider that a heresy because a lot of Protestants do that. They believe in sola scriptura, where they can just their interpretation. They are the authority of the interpretation of the Bible. They're their own authority, basically, right?
Is that each individual? Protestant?
Each individual person, like, which obviously poses certain problems, and some of them even admit to this problem, where it's like, if one guy says this scripture means this, and then another guy says, well, no, it means this. How do you decide who's right? So, but hearing this argument that you've given me here, that I'm gonna go and read, listen to and dissect, that would be a hell of an argument for Protestants. So, thank you.
If they rely on divine mystery as a defense, if they rely on divine command theory, I like to argue that leads to moral nihilism, which would seem to be an indefensible position from their view, because then good is just whatever God says it is,
right?
Whenever he decides, and when he decides that going into a city and exterminating everyone is what's required, then that's good in that instance. So, it sort of seems to make good and bad semantically void.
That sounds like I guess a take on what if God told you to go and like do something horrific, right? Like, would you do it?
Yeah.
That's basically
like what if he told you to go and exterminate a city of people?
Right. It sounds like that argument. A version of that, at least.
Well, it's no, I mean, yeah, sort of. Although the generally the what's being attacked is the specific response, which is known as divine command theory, which I'm sure you must be aware of. So which if what is good is whatever God commands, then it means that, and like if God commands something that seems horrific, but for reasons, let's say due to divine mystery, is actually good, then it means that like good is kind of semantically null, like it doesn't mean anything, because what is good can change depending on what God requires at any given point in time.
Right. Under that understanding, it would basically you'd have no grounding for what is good or evil, even though you're getting it from a God in this case. It would just because he can change on a whim, that means that there's no real grounding to it.
I mean, although I'm not sure good and evil, I mean, when you say grounding, do you mean metaphysical or epistemic?
I would say probably epistemic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like if God says to you, you need to go and, I don't know, do acts Act X, and Act X is against your moral framework, say because it might involve harming someone. Like, but that act, presumably, acts carried out on God's behalf when he has ordered them, such as the slaughter of the Amalekites, like that act itself wouldn't be a sin because it was done at God's command. Like, that's an interesting question I haven't actually asked a Christian yet.
Sorry, something popped up. Could you give me that one again? I think I missed.
Sure. If God ordered you to do something and you knew it was God doing it, right? And he says, "Look, I get this might seem weird, but you have to do this, and it's divine plan. Don't worry about it. You just need to do it. I'm God, etc." Presume, and then you did do the act, whatever the act is. Then presumably that act would not be a sin.
Well, if I'm gonna answer, if I was gonna take a stab at this, I would, if it was something that, from my understanding, would go against God's nature, then I would have serious concern if it really is God talking to me and not just like, a demon or something, right?
Okay.
But you
And
baked
how
in
would
there.
you?
You baked in there that I know it's God, so I don't know what form that would take. Like how I would be able to actually confirm that, right?
Presumably, God would be able to confirm it using the same faculty that you're currently using to have faith that he exists in the first place, because he's omnipotent.
Right, but that's a pretty broad range of things, because realistically, what I'm trying to get at is being a moral human. Things that are supernatural would be a very large range.
Denison's not back. Sorry. I just got distracted by this. He's not backstage. He's not. I don't know where these people think they are, but they're not backstage here.
He's in someone else's panel. he's like too high. He just doesn't know where he is.
The link is pinned, right? Sorry, I'm being distracted. The link is
I saw it.
Let me pin
I don't know if I saw it was pinned, but I saw it and grabbed it. I don't remember if it was pinned or not.
I thought I had pinned it. Maybe I had not. Replace pinned message. No, there is a pinned message there. Yeah. It's the same message, so I'm not going to pin it again. I've been thinking recently that I've decided that mostly to annoy moral realists, I'm just going to start using terms like good and evil, or good and bad, or right and wrong. That's slightly being a dick, but I think because colloquially, that's how I would use the language, right? And then I suppose if people want to dig into, there is somebody saying hello. I can't see you in the backstage though. I can see you in the private chat, which is weird. I might need to just I'm just going to refresh this tab, which means I'm going to disappear from the panel for a moment. So
okay,
this is the Mo Rebuttable and Mango show for until I get back.
All right, I like it. All right, everybody, listen. This is what you need to do. You need to hit the like button. You need to share. You need to. Oh wait, now I'm gone. Okay, I felt really powerful for like 3 seconds.
Are we in the right thing?
I can hear you.
Yeah,
Can you hear
but
me?
I'm just wondering if we're in the right thing on YouTube. Oh yeah, there's the chat. There we go.
Yeah.
It just took a short moment. Hello, chat. Smart people are retarded. Sheesh. Yes.
Yeah, you
It was
can.
weird.
You
That was
can get so smart, you come full circle.
yeah, but it was weird because I couldn't see due diligence backstage at all. But when I refreshed the page, due diligence was
okay.
there.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe Denizen was backstage. So maybe try again, Denizen, if you were backstage. So, due diligence, hello, welcome to the panel. We're just shooting this shit about bollocks. You know how it is.
Hello. Yeah, I was back there for about 10 minutes or so, and I was trying to write in the chat to let you know, so I don't know what's going on.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah, my browser was spazzing out, it seems.
Nice to hear from you, though.
Long time no see there, due diligence.
Who is that?
I believe we'd spoke on Teriak's channel once before.
This is
Mangoes.
who's talking right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, your voice sounds familiar as hell. So, yeah, what's up with you, bro?
I'm about to go take a nap and shit. Looks like you guys got this shit covered.
Can I ask, are you going to take a nap and then defecate?
I always take a shit after I sleep.
So oddly specific.
I'll take a fat
Well, he said
he
he was going to take a nap and shit.
Oh, I see. Got it. Okay.
But real talk, I
We're
always
doing
take
this.
a shit after I do sleep, you know. But I'll take one in your honor, Shiva. I'm going to name the turd the Shiva supremacist retard turd. Don't forget, you guys, retard supremacy is the future. Get into the movement before it's too late.
Keep that in mind.
Yes, we got to spread the retard supremacist movement.
How is that different than like the autistic
democracy
movement, or like
Mountain Dew,
like extreme?
Because we have the
autism?
Jello Manifesto.
Okay.
Hey,
hang on. What's weaponized autism? Because when you weaponize something, doesn't it mean that you're putting guns onto it?
Not necessarily. Weaponized could be, basically a collective force to one angle, to one objective, and then.
Is he not being sarcastic? You're not being sarcastic, Shiva?
Who, me?
Yeah, but I'm indulging.
I mean, I'm being kind of sarcastic / pedantic because that is what the word weaponized means.
Yeah. But see, Shiva, in the word games of weaponized autism, it means a collective group of people weaponizing autism.
God damn it!
To attack.
I wish I'd. Do you know what? I've been talking about Wittgenstein for months. You are the first person who's actually understood what I've been saying, and now I wish I'd never mentioned him.
Yeah, man. You give me a new tool. You give me a new toy to play with. I'm going to use it wherever I can.
I've been using it. It is fun.
Yeah. But actually, so I don't gloss over your question that you posed earlier about the the god and if it's a sin, right? The answer that for me is I don't know. Like I don't know what that would even. I'd have to think about that or do some reading. I have no idea.
All right. I mean that's good.
Yeah, but that's under the assumption that I'm 100% sure that it's God, right? Because the first reaction would be like, I'm losing it. I'm like, they're gonna put me in a padded room.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But like I would kind of say if we take the Bible as a textual source, he's got prior form for that sort of shit, right? Like saying to people, go and do this. And sometimes he's yanking their chain, and sometimes he's not. He means go and fucking do that and do that now.
Yeah.
Real
So-
quickly, I'm gonna hop off. I want to go take that nap and shit.
All right,
You
man.
know,
Good seeing you.
so yeah, you
See you
too,
later,
Mo.
Mango.
See you there. See you later, due
Bye.
diligence, and Shiva. I'll see you around. You take care, you guys.
Later, dude.
Laters.
But actually, I'm actually gonna go ahead and jump off too, Shiva. I appreciate you indulging me, and this was fun. I really enjoyed the discussion. It's always fun to
Well, thanks.
discuss philosophical things with you.
Thanks for coming up. It was
Yeah,
very
man.
pleasant. You're welcome
I hope
back
to see-
anytime.
Awesome. Yeah, I hope to see you around. I'll if I see you live again, I'll try to jump up and make an appearance.
Cool.
All right, man. Take care. Later.
See you later.
Okay. All right, get rid of that silly ad there. Well, that was interesting. That was a lot of fun. I'm glad I went up there to kind of discuss ideas. Shiva's always a fun one to discuss ideas with. He thinks very deeply on many things. So it's always good to get his take on stuff. It's always enjoyable. But yeah, I think now we're gonna move into the gaming portion because let's see who else is on. See if there's anybody else I want to take a stab at. Let's see. We've got Confluence has got a panel going. What are they talking about over there? Let's go take a peek. Go take a peek at Con. Religion. Chaos panel. Meaning of life. Looks like they're currently looking at pictures of someone. Here. Let me get some audio on this to see if I want to jump in on this or not. Stop sharing that for a second there. I think I just piped that into the stream actually on that browser because I was sharing the audio. Why is my browser acting so gay? Doesn't want to load. What is going on here? Maybe this one will work. Just want to hear what they're talking about before I jump on. Okay. All right. Hey, Var, what's up, man? I just got off a panel with a buddy discussing some philosophical stuff and shit. Now I'm seeing if I want to jump on another panel before I start the game. What's up? You need to know something about me. You got something you want to get off your chest, Var? What's going on? What do we need to know about? I feel up the suspense here. Oh goodness. Let's see here. I'm a degenerate. I can F my comrade's girlfriend while he sleeps in the other room. I love black alleys and slums with scary persons. I'm doing rogue stuff when summer came. And I think potato is for pigs. Okay. So so you're admitting you're a degenerate and you like seedy under places, hives of scum and villainy, and you think potatoes are for pigs. Now, I will say, out of everything you said, sir, that is the most offensive. Can't believe you would say that. Potatoes are delicious. Potatoes are absolutely delicious. Can't believe you would say that. I take offense to that. I don't know. You might have to let go of this potato thing. That's a line too far, I think. You might have to reconsider. Have you tried them with butter? Have you tried them with butter and a little bit of salt? Hell, you can even pop them in the microwave. Pop them in the microwave for like 5 minutes. Crack it open. Just give it a shot. Tell you what. Let's just pause, pause this. Take a moment. Reconsider. Go get a potato, put it in the microwave for about 8 minutes. Comes out, cut it in two, put some butter on top, put some salt, and then try a few bites, and then come back to me. We'll revisit this once you do that. Okay, do that for me, and then we'll revisit this, and then we'll see about accepting who and what. No, I don't know. I don't think I don't think I'm gonna jump on Khan's panel. I think I'm just gonna go into the game. So let me get. It is an open panel, and I didn't post the link yet. So that's my bad. Yeah. Well, listen. Okay, listen. Let's be clear. I'm not saying you do this every day. I'm just saying that occasionally you have a potato with some butter. Butter's delicious. It's delicious. I don't see how I mean, there's tons of recipes that are made better with butter. Do you just not use butter for anything? I don't know why I posted it twice. There's something to do with my social and stream ninja thing. I think it reposted every once in a while. Potato is nice, but it's a crime against your body. Well, look, I would say it's a crime against your body if you're eating nothing but potatoes and butter. You have a potato but it's everything in moderation, man. Everything in moderation. You have a little bit, and then you move on to something else. What you gotta do? You don't just sit there and gorge yourself on potatoes. I wouldn't recommend that to anybody. But we're gonna go ahead and I've given. Okay, we've got a convert. Got nice. We converted him. All right, good. I like to hear that. Just it's like a cigar, right? A nice cigar. You don't smoke a cigar like every 5 minutes or something. You just have it every once in a while, maybe with a little, drink or whatever. Everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. Okay. That we've got now that we've gotten that moral dilemma sorted out, now we can move on to Baldur's Gate, where we will have more moral dilemmas. Like, who are we going to let live? Who are we not going to smite? Probably the list would be very few, actually. Probably very few, I would think. Oh, it says it's running already. That's awkward. How is it running already? Oh, it's the pre-launcher was already running. I left the pre-launcher running. Let's go ahead and start this up. Volume mixer. Let's see if it's still. It is. Beautiful. All right. Now let's go ahead and get this on screen. The game is loading. There we go. We're off to the races. Make sure I get chat up here. Okay, where did we leave off? Trying to remember. Oh, right. I'm going to do... Okay, so this is the do you play TF2? I used to play TF2 a very, 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 very long time ago, but I don't anymore. I used to play CS2, Counter-Strike. I was a really big Counter-Strike player, but I actually don't play too many competitive online games currently. By not many, I mean none at all, actually. The last competitive game I played was League of Legends, actually. I played that for a good bit. But might do a competitive game. That could be fun once I'm done with this. But anyway, so we are about to do something special here. We are going to get ourselves a legendary two-handed sword to replace our current one. And the way we're going to do that is we already have the party set up for it and in place. So what we have here is we have Will. He is a ranger. And Will has a level 5 bear companion over here who's hanging out with his good friend Astarion. Astarion has been re-rolled to a divination wizard. So here's the plan. This guy right here, he's got a really cool sword, and we want it. We really want it. We don't want him to, like, you know, run away or any shenanigans like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to creep on over here. We're gonna creep on over here, and we're going to I'm going to cast in invisibility. How did you chain Will's class? Multi-class? No. You just go to Withers, man. You just go to Withers and say, hey, here's my 100 moolah. Here's the cheddar. I want to redo my class, and then you just make him something else. You can change all the starting characters' classes. They don't have to stay what they currently are. But anyway, so this bear has a very important ability called Honeyed Paws. It disarms the person, but it is an attack. So what we're gonna do is these guys are here. They're gonna be buddies. The bear is gonna stealth over, an invisible bear, right? He's gonna hit the honey paws attack. If he fails to hit, Astarion is a divination wizard. He's gonna be able to roll in place of him.
I'm just waiting.
And basically guarantee the hit works because we have a portent die, of 18. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to invisibility is for 10 turns. So we're going to hit myself with it first. And then we're going to hit him. And then we're going to enter turn-based mode. Oh wait, actually you can't have more than one. Oh, that's awkward.
Just like old times.
I need to go over here, I think. And I need to get the bear in place. But I think as long as he's near the bear. See, the bear's being very stealthy. Very stealthy.
Quietly now.
I'm gonna have Astarion come up here. In turn.
Waiting.
In turn. They're gonna do their little whatever. Here comes the invisible bear. Here he comes. He's gonna get him. He's gonna get him.
What is it?
I'll make sure I'm close enough. That's the only thing I'm worried about. I'm gonna trust the game mechanics. Actually, I have a feeling that I'm gonna go back over here. I want the bear in place. Not enough movement. Do they ever look right here? I don't think so. So,
Let's have some fun.
have him move like right here. And then the bear. Here we go. Honey paws. 70% chance. Might get it without even needing the portent die. We'll see. Portent 18. There it is. It's right there. They're surprised. And now, just so I don't want to...
Be quick.
I really don't want to die on this guy. We're just gonna peace out. It's right there. It's right there. We just have to come back for it now. It's ours. I guess the bear's just gonna, I don't know, die or something. Or I can just unsummon him. No, it's whatever. Surprised. Surprised. Oh. Alright. Sorry. I don't think they can get to you, right? They're trying, though. What level are these guys? They're level 5. Rallied. Dash. She just turned invisible. Alright, Star, I need you to get over here. And then flee from combat. And then Will, you can just go to camp. So now all we have to do is get our real crew.
That contraption's a hot ticket item. Might not be our last scrap for its sake.
What? Oh, she's talking about the box. Come on, we're heading out.
Looks like your troops all trooped up. You'll need to send someone packing if you...
Starring can stay here. We don't need him anymore. And we need Shadowheart.
Maybe it'll bring us closer.
So we're level 6. They're level 5. I think we can take these guys.
Seems the Githya... In fact, none of us can. That thing is shielding us somehow. I don't want to know what happens if we lose it.
There must be more. The artifact. You were... Wait. Let's not find out. We have enough. You were sent to take it. You must know why. She's probably not gonna know. I don't think she's gonna know any more than she's already told us.
Agreed. There's not much we can do but press forward.
Move forward. Yeah, no, Vara, you can change everyone. In fact, Shadowheart is still a cleric, but I redid her, optimized her attributes because a lot of the characters that they roll terrible attributes. They're not really good, like optimized, right? Their optimization on their shit is kind of whack. Do you know what happens when you attack Yankees in front of Lae'zel? I think I did have a playthrough, yeah. Like, I don't think she's necessarily happy about it, but she participates. Join me.
A bit crowded, don't you think?
Take Will's place. We don't need Will anymore.
One day I'll catch a break.
All right, so now the question is how we're gonna deal with them. What, bud? What? My dog decides to come over here right this moment. Go lay down in your bed. Go lay in your bed. Give me a minute. I know. Give me a minute. Okay, let's see. We're actually in a good spot here. We just need to buff up and get out of here.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting.
So I actually should have started with this guy. She will call you imbecile.
This vessel is at thy disposal.
But the vessel only stares blankly. You'll need to make
Take
room in your party.
Shadowheart's place.
This
I don't remember her getting all that upset over it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You know what? This is a good time. I'm gonna take a brief moment. I'm gonna go let my dog out. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. So I will be right back. Looks like my camera's frozen too. That's not good. That's not good. Window 95 lags. Yeah. Yeah, I know my face cam's frozen too, but I will, I'll be right back. There we are. Just got back. Oh yeah. What's up? What's up, Rex? Open panel. Baldur's Gate versus Gauntlet Dark Legacy. That was a PlayStation 1 game, wasn't it? Gauntlet Dark Legacy. That was I'm pretty sure that was D&D. Wasn't it? But we had some technical difficulties, and then also I need to let my dog out real quick. So I took a brief break, but now I'm back.
Best be on my way.
But we just pulled off something pretty cool. We used some shenanigans to acquire a sword that we should not have early. Well, we will have it. We disarmed it from this really crazy guy, and it's right over there on the ground. Right over there. So we just have to deal with these guys.
On my way.
And they can be a hard fight. So we're going to we're gonna set up here.
Let's get in and
I think really Karlak can go up top. These are really only main long range character, so. But yeah, Rex, I actually at the beginning of the stream I hopped over to Shiva's stream, and we had a very interesting discussion. We talked philosophy for a little bit, so that was fun. I took a look at Khan's panel, but I don't know, I just wanted to, I wasn't feeling it. Current subject. So I decided to just start the stream, the game stream, right after that. So the question now is, how do I want to deal with this? Because these guys are aggressive. There's no, like, getting around this. I don't think there's a way I can sneak up on them.
What a charmer.
I guess I could maybe get everybody in position, like right here. Dropped a comment saying that the scientific method can't exist if time / the past doesn't exist. Scientific method can't exist if time / the past doesn't exist. What was that in reference to?
maybe I should stay crouched forever.
What was the claim that about time? Maybe I missed it.
Let's see what you're hiding.
Maybe I missed it. It's possible. Likely even. I don't know what to do. I guess I'll just give it to this guy. And then we'll have Karlak start the fight off. I wonder if she can just banish one of them. 80, 90, 85. Yeah, she can just banish one of them. That'd be cool. This guy's a raider. He's named. Well, I guess he's named too, but we'll start off with this. And then guess I'll blind this guy. 72 disadvantage. Wait, target outside normal range. Bro, you are like super high up. You can't hit him from there? Disadvantage. How is that outside normal range? This. I don't know where he went.
Or I'm lost.
white on my feet.
Got a whole person too.
Tolerable. Immediately.
Okay, we're starting this party
Can't afford
right.
to stay idle. Keep low and quiet.
Got a whole person on somebody already.
Step softly.
That's gonna be brutal. Due diligent is asking if the past exists. Shiva was talking about time and referring to it as referring to it in an Eastern way. I am a theory of time, or I am a theory or time. Sounds like Shiva is the theory. Yeah. Maybe it's too late, but I don't know if I have the context in order to wrap my head around that one. Was Shiva saying that he is time? Frozen yogurt break. Frozen yogurt. Delicious. It tastes just like vanilla ice cream, but without all the extra calories. Plus, it's made with the yogurt, so it's good for you. At least that's what I think. All right. I don't know if this is going to do anything, but we're just going to throw it out there and see what happens. Throw it out there and see what happens, Jack. I guess I can just do this one more time. How am I missing this guy every shot at 72%? That's the second one in a row. Third one in a row. All right, you know what? Fine. Just do your... I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore, okay? But now... Wait, why am I... Can't even do anything.
Don't waste a step.
I'm just gonna get close.
What fools these mortals be.
Actually, that might have been a bad idea.
Certainly.
She's about to get hurt though. This is gonna hurt a whole lot. A whole lot. Oh my goodness gracious. I hope you didn't like her, because she's dead now. Look at that sword sitting on the ground. All right, Shadowheart. Just whatever. Oh, they're still surprised. That's really unfortunate for them. Lobbing bombs up here. He saved. Wow. Wow. That hurt. That hurt a lot, actually. Not gonna lie. We're gonna hit this guy with Thunder Smite, because I don't like his face.
Cutting to the chase.
And then we're just gonna Divine Smite him. And then we're gonna hit him on the ground. Oh my god, they're dropping like flies.
No bloom.
What a bunch of losers.
On it.
Wow. So much for the pride of the Githyanki. Well, guess we just have to wait now for this one to come back. There she is. Shadowheart, get up. You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me. We're not gonna waste any spell slots. We're just gonna kill this guy. Never mind. I'm gonna miss that guy. That's what I'm gonna do. I got one more thing. I'm gonna lob it at him. Blinded him. Bad for him. Actually, this might be it for him right here. Yep.
At the ready. Let's get going.
Dismantled their entire group. Now we get to loot.
Something good here.
And hit a save. The most important loot is this.
Might be useful.
The sword we took from their leader. And the question is, will I get the stat bonus if I equipped it while I'm disguised as a Githyanki? I don't know the answer to that. Guess we'll find out. I don't know the answer to that. It might work, but it might not. Oh, they had whatever this is. Thank you for that.
Unusual runes are etched on the slate, forming an array of arcs and circles.
Is that a clock? Why am I always getting Arcana checks? I suck at Arcana with this guy. Someone help me. Hey, got it. Trying to enjoy my frozen yogurt before it all melts.
Magical energy courses
oh, look, it's
through the slate. You are flooded with understanding. A mystical map glows
the
before
knowledge,
you,
the
revealing a
powers
Githyanki
melting my
refuge within
brain.
a temple at the mountain pass. This must be the crash that Lae'zel seeks. The slate also reveals the Githyanki's purpose. They are combing the Sword Coast in search of a polyhedric relic of great importance to their queen.
Okay. All right, cool. Nothing we didn't already know.
Should mind my step.
This next area we're going to, though, has a ridiculous amount of good items. That's gonna make our team even
What's
more
inside?
powerful. More power. Okay, let's test this out, actually. I'm curious. Where's the sword at? Here it is. So, when wielded by Githyanki, this weapon deals an additional 1d6 psychic damage. Githyanki holding this weapon has advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws. And charisma saving throws. Resistance to psychic damage and cannot be charmed. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Let's see if we look at our character sheet. So I think the way we test this is advantage on intelligence. Let's just say intelligence. Currently our intelligence is not great. We're kind of a dum-dum. I think it shows advantage somewhere. Well, actually, from proficiency, it's 8. So if we put this on disguised and it goes up, I think that's a good indication that it is actually working. So where's the mask? Who has the mask? Who has the disguise self mask? Is it at camp? Oh no, I have it. Oh no, Gale has it. Alright, we're gonna put this... Send this to... Well... Just send it to this guy. And then... Okay, he has it on. So let's turn into a Githyanki. Where the Githyanki at? Githyanki. There we go. Wow, I'm hideous. Alright. So now let's look at +4. And then if we equip this, this says +4 still. Huh. 8 to 18. 9 to 24 damage. Oh. No, it is. 1d6 psychic. That's pretty funny. Now, 1d6 plus psychic damage. If I take this off, does it still say that? Because I prefer not to... It still says it there. I feel like I need to hit somebody. I don't want to hit it. I don't know if I want to hit the... I don't know if I want to hit those people. I guess we just have to get in a fight. We gotta get in a fight. That's the only way to be absolutely sure. We gotta get in a scuffle. Now, does anyone need anything like... Shelly has a longbow. Are these better? Kind of. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't want to do that.
I can keep going a little longer now.
Cool, we got a new bow for, actually, can she use one too? She can. We'll give her that. Very cool. Give her some new boots.
Let's move.
It's a Githyanki longsword. I don't think,
Oh, I have the magic touch.
Yeah, he can't equip anything with a short sword in that hand.
And these things have stayed interesting.
Huh. Guess I'm gonna send all this to camp. And then get my regular helmet equipped. Baldur's GED. Yeah, it's it gets very technical going through the numbers and stuff. Oh wait, forgot to loot this shit up here. Can't leave before looting everything. There's a vendor coming up. Can't wait to hit somebody with this sword and see if it actually does the psychic damage, because I was a Githyanki when I equipped it. Seems to be working. It says it on the sheet, but whether it actually applies damage-wise, I guess we'll find out as soon as I whack somebody with it. Soon as I put somebody in the ground with it. More frozen yogurt. All right, here we go. Mountain pass time. I don't have any. Yeah, I'm good. I wonder if loading into a new area like this will reset it. That would be a pain if it does. Let's see. Let's look at it. It did. It's not there anymore. That's funny. Okay. So we're gonna have to do this like song and dance every time. I feel like I need to make a macro or something. So get Yankee. Equipped it. Now it says it. Oh man, it's funny. Take it off. Look at it. There. So if it's there, I'm assuming it's gonna work. We're about to find out. We're about to encounter some nasties over here. Some real twats. Real undesirables. We got that.
Let's have a look.
Looks like someone got tore up over here. Let's back this way. We're gonna go talk to the vendor because I think the vendor has something for us. There's a vendor over here. Ooh, an orange. Vara says, Rex, time is just our perception. It's not exist. What say you, Rex? What is your rebuttal to that? What do you think about that? He's saying this shit's all just made up. It's all in our head, man. Don't make no sense. Time. Ugh. Just a figment of your imagination.
I warn you, I'm exceptionally well armed.
Hey, I'm coming to trade.
Ah, a friendly face.
That's yet to be seen.
You are a sweet, sweet blessing, my dear. You know, I've had nothing but trouble all day. I've been accosted, chased, insulted.
So
Look over
rude.
there. Do you see that wretched little hive?
A hive of scum and villainy. That's what I say. Sure. It's like a temple.
Oh, it certainly looks that way. But
Yep.
inside, it is swarming with brutish, stupid, rude Githyanki. They
Oh
have
yeah,
the
the Grinch
audacity
people.
to call that hole a creche, as if it weren't actually a murderous training camp. Honestly, I was doing them a favor offering to buy one of their eggs. And how am I repaid? Attack.
She just wanted to
and
make an
run off
omelet.
like some transient.
You tried to buy one of their children?
What? No, of course not. I was merely...
No.
Well, look, It's just an egg. The Society of
All right.
Breeders asked me to acquire one of their roe so they can incubate it and, once it hatches, raise the spawn in their tradition. The society believes
That sounds like a
Githyanki
feminist
raised
talk.
in a
It's just
peaceful,
an egg.
environment
It's just a
can
clump of cells.
overcome its violent nature.
Don't worry about it. Why
Hogwash,
can't I
of
buy and sell
course.
these?
A Githyanki can no more rise above its nature than gnomes can fly.
I think gnomes can fly if they're wizards. So technically, you're descriptively wrong. With a pure will and great courage, anyone can rise above their nature.
You've been sipping from the same goblet as the society. Perhaps you'd be willing to help then, to prove your point. They may have chased me away, but surely the Gith would welcome a person with such sympathetic views to their creche. And once inside, you could simply purloin an egg. You'll be well compensated, of course. Just bring me an egg.
Fine, but I want payment up front. Holy moly, that's a lot of 21. Right on the dot. Oh man, I'm
I suppose
good.
there is a reason I'm asking you to do it. Very well. Here's the money. Now,
Right.
I expect a speedy delivery.
No problem. 467 gold, that's it? For going into a war camp full of highly trained killers to take one of their eggs? That seems grossly underpaid.
I trust that an early payment has ensured swift
Yeah.
action. What news
Oh,
of
man.
the Yankee egg?
Oh, we gotta buy this. This is... I don't see how this isn't just goated for Gale. Wound closure? Yeah, we need this too. These are such good items. This is crazy good items. Gloves of Baneful Striking. Whenever you deal damage with a weapon attack. Huh. Whenever you deal damage with a weapon attack, the target receives a 1d4 penalty to a save throw against your next spell. Your unarmored attacks deal an additional 1d4 fire damage. Cold damage, inflict 2. Man, these are good items. Boots of Elemental Momentum. I don't think we really have... I have so much stuff to sell. Don't need that. Alright, cool. Let's save all this shit
What's up for
and
discussion?
then sell it.
What news of our little project?
I hope you like
Have you
books.
found the egg?
No, I haven't found the egg yet. I haven't even gone there, if you must know. Always asking me about the damn eggs. Here's my used book collection. Let's see what else. I don't need it. It's silly. It's a bard. Honor religion. What am I rocking? Oh, movement speed, armor class. Wait a minute. Doesn't my new weapon do the psychic damage? Oh no, it's I think it's thunder, right? I can't equip it. Of course. $450 gold. Thank you. Memory shard. See you around. Okay.
No time to waste.
Hey ho.
We're in a pretty good spot now.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
That's pretty cool armor for a mage. Gotta say. I think that works really
No rest for
well.
the wicked, I see.
I think that works really well. Gale is becoming quite the powerful little teammate.
What's next?
Oh, she doesn't even have a bow.
Direct me.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Okay. Now let's do our little song and dance to get our extra cool shit. And luckily, I don't think we have to stay like this. We can... Kind of a pain in the dick, though, to have to do that every... But it does give 1d6 extra damage, which is pretty sick. At least that's what it says. Let's see if it actually does it.
The easy path.
We're about to find
Watch where you
out.
go. There's a trap.
There's a trap,
What's the story?
Pretty sure there's a fight up here.
Best avoid that trap.
Uh-oh. That looks real dumb. Death Shepherd, level 6. Silent. Visitors can't speak or cast spells. Interesting. I don't even think I'm gonna use... I'll use mirror image. Just because.
Gods, it's hot in here. Heading out.
Wait, are they... Wait. Why did that cause 0 damage? Okay. whatever. There's 2 of them. We gotta take down the big guys. Nauseous. Miss me. Bro, where are you going? It's like they killed a whole bunch of people, huh? Alright, let's see if this sword actually does it. Let's see.
Strike you down.
It did the 4. Yeah, psychic damage. It did it. So it works. I'll be damned. Bro, this thing is nice. Here comes a big guy. Yeah, I'm not gonna counterspell it. They're too easy to kill.
Got to move.
They're too easy to kill. Actually, do I even need to do that? Into radiant damage. And then just walk over here. Oh wait, I think those things can paralyze. Can't use actions. Nauseous. You don't say. Can't take any actions. Alright, time to get a little serious because these guys are...
I got this.
You know, the potential issue here. Saved. Missed. Blinded. Missed again. Get him, shovel. Not nauseous anymore. Missed me. All right. By the power of Grayskull! Alright. That was cool. One down. I don't think they can be hurt by necrotic. Right? I think these guys are, no, poison immunity. Okay, so they can be hurt by necrotic. 75, 75. We'll just do these two. Everybody has bless. Oh, he raised him. I definitely should have countered that. I definitely should have countered that. That was a mistake on my part.
This is gonna feel good.
Definitely should have countered that. Blinded. Bro!
Ready.
How? Or the big guys are down now, so it's kinda over, honestly.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. What's in here?
Oh, so you get nauseous just being around those guys.
One day I'll catch a break.
Zealot of the Absolute. Dead Yankee. Well,
Open up.
game seems stable now at least, so that's cool. That's cool. Go ahead and save.
That took the edge off.
Take our last short rest. That leads down to fresh, I think.
That bridge has long been collapsed. If only we'd arrived a few centuries earlier.
No, this leads to the crush. Where's that other place lead to? Oh no, this leads to the temple. I think. Yeah. Isn't the temple inside the... Isn't the crush inside the temple? What it was. Can't go down this way. I'm gonna go over here real quick. I think there's an NPC over here for Gale to talk to. I think it's part of the story. Does this lead to the Shadowlands?
That's curious.
Walk in the way of dawn, for Lathander cannot protect you where the light doth not reach.
The Absolute's forces have taken Duke Ravengard to Rise Towers. A powerful asset. Just what are their intentions, I wonder?
Yeah, here he is. Old wizard just chilling in the woods.
I should speak up.
Who there, wanderer? Stay thy course a moment to indulge
Sure.
an old man.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
Many miles away. Hit that country road, old man. I'm not interested in the junk you sell, the junk you tell. You could just choose violence right away with this guy.
Meet
introduce yourselves.
Elminster Ormar, a good friend of mine, but rather more significantly, he's the most famed and respected wizard in the realms.
I never heard of him.
Am I, indeed? Most famed and respected errand boy, more like. I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
But why?
Why does
Out
Karlach
with
look
it,
so concerned?
Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Waterdeep washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name. Drank naught but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you won't begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it?
Yes, Gale, where's your decorum? I suppose we can borrow a few of our rations.
Oh, for the love of...
This way, then? To your camp? Oh, don't dawdle now, lad. You're the one who's in such a frightful hurry.
Oh, nigh on 13 centuries old and he still thinks with his stomach. We'd best follow and see if he's more disposed to speak plainly once it's stopped its grumbling.
Yeah, let's meet at camp.
There go our best supplies.
Man, Gale was not too happy. Why is there dead animals all around here? Oh yeah, this is the... That's a pretty cool little world building right there, you know? You see like the dead animals before you actually see the curse. Yeah, that's Cursed Shadowlands. Okay.
Do you feel that? A darkness pulling at the
A
strands of the
darkness.
weed.
Yeah, we're gonna go...
You'll still be able to do your wizard thing, though, right?
Of course. That doesn't make the shadows less dangerous.
Joy.
We can't not go
useful.
introduce ourselves to the Githyanki. It would be rude not to. Now here's the interesting thing. I need to see... I don't know what... I don't know... So... We could take Lae'zel with us for this, but I think that might just cause more problems. Might be better to just deal with her after the fact.
Might not be the time.
Oh no, it's the time. It's definitely the time. Kill giant strength. I don't know. Wow, critical failure. That's pretty,
Damn. Completely stuck.
Next time's the charm?
Might not be the time.
Can someone else try it?
Well, well, well. Come on!
Surely somebody can get it. No.
Stuck. Bloody old
Shadow,
thing.
Shadowheart, use your muscles.
No use. Not right now, at least.
What do you mean? Look at that. Big old muscles on Shadowheart.
Hard to budge. Good thing I'm stronger than I look.
Yeah, apparently so. Apparently stronger than everyone else.
Looking ahead.
Shit.
If not over, then through.
Everybody on. Everybody. You know what, Shell? Fuck you.
Remote spot for a monastery.
Okay.
I suppose they wanted to make sure the monks avoided temptation.
Yeah, but look at these mountains. The height of temptation.
No, I mean more like vices. You know, pleasures of the flesh.
Met a Lamara demon who married a mountain, though. It's a thing.
I think the thin air might be getting to you, Karlak.
Greater healing potion. Hell yeah. Well, they won't be needing this. No sense in letting all that loot go to waste. This is where we meet the very lovable, very kind Githyanki again.
What's hiding here?
Why am I overweight? Alright, what is going on here? Got like too much shit on me. Missive for Moonrise. Let Karlak hold this, I guess. She's over encumbered now. Holy shit. I can send that to camp. I don't need that. Camp. Trust it. Send to camp. Why did I buy this? Camp. If I ever do make a monk, I'm gonna have some crazy shit for him. Oh yeah, I never decided who needs this.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
No, it's too good. She's keep
I
it.
could go for a good meal.
I could trade.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Could do that. Whenever you are healed.
Don't be shy.
Misty Step would be handy on Karlak, because then she could, like, get around better.
What a charmer.
What the hell? Why is it not working? I swear this fucking game is buggy as shit sometimes. On a hit with a weapon. That's whatever.
No time to dally.
We will dally all we want.
Can't
We're
give
gonna
up now.
deal with it. Eat. Oh wait, does she still have? Oh, okay, she doesn't. Actually, pretty good armor. I didn't have something better already. Oh hell! There, you're not overweight.
All right, what now?
I need to go back and sell some more shit. That's what I'm looking at.
What path
Oh,
lies before me?
nice, a portal. Okay. Let's go back. Sell.
What news of our little project? Have you found
Nothing.
the egg?
Stop asking me about it. Here, there's like 19 waters that I don't need. You can have it. Take it. I don't need blindness. Or speak with dead. That nauseous cloud might be cool to have. Until long rest, concentration. Infuse a weapon, arcane energy. The weapon becomes magical, receiving... Wait a minute. Could a Harley do that? Here's all the shit we found on some dead people. Take that. And we're gonna... Gotta stop carrying so much water on us. Lugging around a bunch of bullshit. Okay, I think that's everything. See invisibility. Don't need that. Black and summer green dye. Sounds kind of cool. Lilac dye. Indigo. I kind of want to try the black and summer green. See if that makes my armor look better. Since I look like a peach right now. Who has it? The hell, where'd it go?
I wonder what the next move is.
Is that blood?
Who's got my shit?
Never mind.
Let's kick in.
Let's move.
Well, first off, I need to send these arrows. To Karlak. I barely use these things. Karlak barely uses them. Oh, it's right here. No, that's not it. What the fuck? Oh, here it is. I mean, that doesn't look terrible. Looks cool. Sure, go with that. Why not?
Light on my feet.
All right. I think that's where we'll end the game. We'll end the session for the game. Because it's getting late. And it's also been kind of annoying tonight. Kind of pissed me off. Quite annoying. Let's see if the panel's discussions changed. Can exit. Go take a look at the open panel real quick before we head off to bed. There might be some discussions to be had. Religion Chaos stream.
You're not gonna
I've
find
had Orthodox guys call me.
There's some Jesus in there. What the fuck?
obviously.
But I'm pretty sure that's what.
How would that even be possible? What?
Yeah,
how?
no, she's not.
what I
She's not
said.
getting
They say
it.
it's
We're not
American.
saying it turns into flesh.
All these
and
people are
blood,
loud.
like the skin on your body and the blood in your body. It's a different kind. It's a metaphysical. It's a spiritual blood, a spiritual body. It's obviously
Right.
not the physical body of God. It's like docetic.
Oh, okay.
It's
you
not.
you kept saying literally.
But see, that's a
No, it
process.
is literally. They do say literally.
I thought you meant
See,
literally physically.
No.
I'm
Grace,
sorry.
you're on the right fucking track. You're with me. I don't now. They're just convoluting your mind.
It's not convoluting. The
the
Catholic
Thorpes on
doctrine is
here.
convoluting.
I've heard from
I'm
Catholics
telling you
and
what they
Orthodox,
Voltaire,
and I was
I'm not
surprised
JS.
they were
agreeing
saying
I know.
Don't see
I
JS
know.
on here
I
very
know.
often.
I was part of the Catholic
It is-
ideology. All I'm saying.
It is a
all
literal
I'm
thing.
saying is
It's not physically
full
changing,
panel.
but in Catholic theology, it is literally changing.
no.
Yeah.
There is it's not a symbol, it's not a metaphor, but yeah, it does physically change in
But
terms of miracles. I mean,
It
that's
doesn't.
Sounds they're talking about the Eucharist. Take a look at who else is up. Emmett's live. What's Emmett doing? I can't hear him.
Hey, Bree, how's it going? Driana,
there he
her
goes.
name is Draino for me. Draino. Yeah. So we're doing karaoke. If anybody wants to request a song, I'll still do
Karaoke?
karaoke.
I'm gonna try
we
to
can do
piss
that. We
Emmett
can do
off.
anything.
Let's
We
see.
can do whatever you guys want to do.
What
And I like the 18 months
happened
ago
to
play a lot of karaoke. Yeah, I know. I
game?
did crowdfund for it to be done today, and people paid for it. So
I
guess
thought
I had to
it
do
was so cool.
So it's like, thank you very much to everybody who did it. I hope you enjoy it. It's a lot. It was a lot. It's a lot of work to put it on, and it's like right now, I'm all itchy, the face. I just want to take it out. Hey, Emmett, nationalism. We'll do nationalism. In fact, we'll do it right now.
He's not gonna
The
respond to my
Fucky
chat.
Is here, so we can do that.
Come on, Emmett. Answer the question. I want to know what happened to your gay game.
Oh, fuck it. Sending a dono.
He's ignoring
Thank you
me.
very much. Fuck it.
He's concerned.
I
with
thought there was gonna be a little bit more
Oh, no.
enthusiasm for since I haven't had like a full on karaoke stream, but it's so bad. Like this day
Debate
was so
me
bad. This day
on
was like,
how
how much money did Andrew make? Like $10,000.
gay that game was the other night.
Need financial audit sometime. I can do it with you if you want to do a financial audit. But I've been meaning to find somebody else to do love audit with. It's just that you know, I don't really have access to do it with anybody. So
Debate me
it's
on how
fine.
gay the game was the other night.
Thank you. I'll do it in a second.
I dare you.
Let's do nationalism.
you.
He did made it, and I think they're cool. So I think we can just do nationalism. There we go. Is the other one? I can do the other. There's people who will try it, so I have to use this version.
What up, Pumpkinhead? What's a love audit?
Mine will be boring, to be honest. I dare you. You dare me to what? The thing I don't do nationalism. I'll do it. I have a version that I can do online. Okay. I need 2 seconds, okay?
Oh my god, he's gonna start singing. He's gonna start singing. I don't think he saw my chat. That's unfortunate. Just trying to troll him a little bit. Him is a good guy though. Go give him a like and a sub.
I'm sorry. I was working on that, and since I hadn't do anything, I'm just gonna go ahead.
Help him get a 500.
What's a love audit? So love audit is for people that are single, and what we do is go through their love life, and I just like call them, like we go through the love life, and I call them out on whatever the love life is, and then after the love life I ask them like what are their preferences, what kind of person they're looking for, what kind of thing they're looking for, and then like I
sounds like a speed dating program
of what thing they can do to get a better to have a better shot of having a girlfriend. Confluence, for example, is like, well, I really love to he was like he like really like he was able to get like a girlfriend when he was in university. So I was like, well, why couldn't you like find a job at university? Maybe you can find a way to go into those kind of environments.
He really loves men.
More at home when it came to your ideas. And he didn't have a car, so the prescription was like, hey, you should get a car in order to have a better option, a better ability to have like to have a
he saw it. He saw it.
To have a shot.
He saw me.
This God just called me single a minute ago. No, I didn't. I said that I would do financial audit with you.
Well, to be fair, it was between mini men,
like
so it was more complicated.
With other people. Oh shit, that's not the one. I mean, it is the one. But that's what I would guess for Khan. Well, he's not gay. He is just. He's just
gay adjacent. Gay adjacent.
Hey, I'm ready. Let's go.
He's not gay. He's just gay adjacent.
And I will absolutely say the N word if it will come. If it ever comes to that. Baby, don't be absurd.
He's not. He's not. He's not.
Nationalism.
He's not.
Nationalism.
He's not gay. Quotes.
Baby, don't be
just
absurd. Nationalism's not a bad
Gay
word.
adjacent.
Nationalism.
Adjacent.
Nationalism. Well, I'm ready. Cash in my tokens, I'm ready. No longer broken, I'm ready. Thank God I found them, I'm ready.
All right, we'll leave.
Through the ceiling, I'm ready.
We'll leave Emmett
Gonna bare my
to
soul
sing
and I'm
his heart out.
ready.
Let's check
Go
back.
toe to toe and I'm ready. Like a midnight show and I'm ready.
Let's see what
Burn down the building, I'm done.
see what these guys are discussing now. Let's see if they've moved on.
The perfect phone holder.
Guys,
Most
I know
stable.
how to do it. I know how to do it.
Sorry, go ahead, Hostile. Go ahead.
It's a full panel.
This is my phone.
Can you like? Can you...
They seem to. They're all like they're onto like different topics. I joined this because this looks like fun, but one, it's full, and two, the Thorps are on there, and I'm not a fan of dealing with their bullshit. Oh, someone just dropped. Two people just dropped.
Gordon actually
Lost
asked a question.
audio.
But okay.
Can't hear anything.
Gordon wanted to know about magic.
I
Actually.
can't
I'll let him
hear
go.
shit.
Oh wait, the Thorps just dropped.
You might have to rejoin.
You might have.
Gordon.
No, good
He
now.
can't
Good
hear
now.
us.
Good now.
I was about to do the same thing. Like, oh hey, it might
I
be.
hear some.
It
I heard
is.
some people there, but I think I might need to exit and come back in though.
It might just be us.
Okay, I'll exit and come back in.
Okay,
I
so
was
you can
muted.
answer my
Why
question.
am I muted?
I want to know: do you use this magic
Fuck's
to
sakes.
do like watching the times, or what we would call stargazing, astrology? Do you use all these things
Stargazing.
to kind of predict the future?
I personally don't, but yes, you can.
What is going on? Why is everybody
Can do that.
dropping?
Some people in your
How would they do that?
wheelhouse do that. Are they
Yeah, so
accurate, or is it
they
vague and
can be.
broad?
It depends on it depends on their art and how successful they are in performing that art. Earlier I mentioned how magic is a science and an art combined. It's
Oh, this
they
guy's into
supplement each other.
magic. This
So there
sounds
are
interesting.
formulae. You can see magic as like a sort of
Okay, I think we're gonna
spiritual
join on
technology.
this. We're gonna join
It's
on
a-
this.
It's systematic. There is procedure to it, but at the
I think
same
we're gonna join on
time,
this.
there's this element of subjectivity,
Wanna
this creative element, this
ask this guy
artistic
something.
element, which either makes or breaks the entirety of the operation. So astrology, there have
Let's
been
do it.
people in the past that make really good predictions.
Continue. Browser can't access your camera. What?
The
Or
reason
couldn't that just
could
be like they got lucky?
you could see
What
it
the
that
hell?
way. Yeah,
If 100
you could
people
see
are
it that
doing
way.
these spells and 2 of them are right, you'd say that they're really good at it. I'd
Why
say
is it not letting
those 2 guys
me?
just got lucky.
Well,
Yeah.
some of the predictions
can't
aren't
access
entirely
your-
arbitrary.
What the
So like
hell?
they'll use, for instance, in astrology, there are
Horoscopes are the
archetypal-
worst, dude.
There are
Because when I read horoscopes, I could black out the name of the whatever it's called, the Libra, Sagittarius.
Yeah.
Oh, there we
whatever,
go.
And I
Should
could show
apply.
it to anybody and be like, "This is your horoscope."
Yeah, that's
Newspaper-
the Barnum effect. But that is
There
different
we
than
go.
when
Hold
real
on.
astrologers do it. I would
Yeah,
say. It's not as
Automatically,
simple
no.
as
We're
just
gonna
like, hey,
set our
everyone is
shit.
like a Leo is gonna experience this, right? Like we're looking at someone's natal chart. It's a lot more complicated.
Hey, I want to say
Confluence is
something.
Absolutely correct. Newspaper horoscopes,
The
TikTok
fuck is going on with my
horoscopes.
phone?
That's not astrology. That's not what astrology
Yeah,
is.
Let's
like
get
a
to brass
realist of the
tacks though. Like,
astrology,
look, we actually had a cordial conversation with the Thorps, and they didn't talk about any degeneracy, and they actually
Holy
fucking
shit!
but
this
wanted
is
to
a-
talk
Right on the
about
brought
the.
up-
Like, this
times,
is
but-
this is a good thing. This is actually a
nobody
pretty. What?
jumped
This
at
has not
him and
happened
said,
a few
"I
times. What are you
read-
talking
Didn't get
about?
threatened
Water.
to be killed today, Voltaire. Which is a
Yeah,
bonus.
didn't they get threatened to be killed? Yeah, I've been around for these, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty good. I mean, the last one was like they were getting into it. Like they finally got into it.
Fucking
The last.
loud here.
Yeah, I think that was pretty good.
Let
We
me
could
up,
have a
Con.
conversation with these people.
Thanks, Voltaire.
I just can't prop my phone up.
Yeah.
You gotta work on that.
I'm holding my phone in my hand right now, and I'm more
Like,
centered
holy
than you
fuck.
are.
So
yeah,
I'd say
I could do
that
that too. You know what? You know what? I never knew I had a hand.
Sorry, look, I'm like
What the
here
hell?
and I'm there.
Good stuff, bro.
What the hell?
Mo,
I'm not gonna fucking
don't
hold it in
look.
my
Don't
hands.
look. This
I'm not
is
gonna
this
hold
is
it
not
in my
a
hands.
this is not a Christian
Yeah,
channel.
hold on.
man.
Yep. Hold on. Don't look. I'm trying
Way
to.
through the muck, are we?
I'm untoward
The
with my
opposite is
fucking.
Canadian.
I'm untoward with my camera.
Oh, the color is broken on your camera.
No, it's not.
Mo
I
just
heard
lives
someone-
in grayscale all the
I
time.
heard someone
Mo's
talking
in
about
sepia.
Don't give a fuck.
magic though before I got up here. Who's someone's
yeah.
a magic user?
So I'm talking. So Hostile, Hostile is an occult magician.
Don't even say that.
Really? So like Aleister Crowley types, right?
That's more my vibe.
Mr. Crowley.
I remember
And
one,
I've been trying.
one
And I've
time
been talking.
I read about Aleister Crowley. Like apparently, like back in his time, he got in like a scuffle with some other guys that were magic users, and like they had a base and shit, and like they were gonna have it out, and it was in the newspapers and everything, and then like the other group showed up, they were gonna fight, and it made it out like they were gonna like shoot spells at each other or some shit, but then
That's
Crowley
what I'm
just,
saying.
But then
But it
Crowley
didn't
just
work.
like he just kicked the guy in the chest.
Instead, they were like,
downstairs,
"Look at
and
the
that was-
stars."
Yes,
that
yes,
was
Mo.
about
Did
it.
not fight.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that's
Mo,
an apocryphal
that
story
never-
or not, but that is how
it
the story
never
goes.
happened.
I think I think it was Yates that
It
the
never
story
happened.
goes. Yeah.
Mo,
I don't think it's
WB.
testified, but it's a funny story.
Would have been
Mo,
better
you
with
just
Sam
get
Hyde.
Kicking the guy in
Mo.
the chest. He used abracachesta kicka or something, and like just hit him down the
It never
fucking
happened.
stairs. Never
Yeah,
happened.
yeah, Mo.
I choose
you
to
you
believe
made
it happened.
Yeah, it never happened.
Pontificus and the Faciticus.
So wait, so if you
Abra
can do
the
magic,
fisticuffs.
like
Fuck
what can you
you.
do?
Well, hold
What can you
on, because he was saying we were talking about future telling and
Future
stuff, and
telling. Oh, okay.
So they say astrology.
I'm not doing that.
When you
no.
see it in the news, well, that's what I'm asking about, and we were talking about it. When we see the astrology in the newspapers and stuff like that, that's
Yeah.
fake. But there are guys who can do it really good, and they're accurate with it.
Yeah.
Really?
I think maybe that's
Is one
real.
of their names Zoltar?
They just tapped into they're closer tapped into the dark arts.
Well, they should be like multi billionaires, then, right?
a lot of
Is that-
them are very
people
rich.
that-
I mean, it's
Yeah.
not when we're talking. I mean, when we're saying fortune telling, no, I don't think it doesn't quite work that way.
Oh,
I'm just
Watching
saying.
the times, stargazing, prophecy. There's
Gypsies.
fancier ways to say it, but it's fortune telling. It's tarot cards,
then
crystal
what-
ball,
Right, but-
crystal
I mean,
but
We're
like-
in the
what
witches'
card
someone-
is
the
it?
ditches.
Right, but
Dracula.
when someone's using like tarot, it's not like they're able to like get the lottery numbers from tarot cards, right? Like I guess
What
that's
can
I'm
they
just
get?
clarifying.
What
Right,
can
you're
they get?
getting hopefully some accurate reading, right?
About
but
what?
you're not. It's not about your life circumstances. If you're
or you
I
have
don't
a very vague card and you have a person in front of you and you say, "Oh, well, this card means
yeah,
The
you
cards are
obviously
not vague.
you obviously could be trying to do some type of like cold reading in the same way that you can with astrology, but just because there's charlatans, I don't think it means that there's not a legitimate use case for these things.
yeah, it's demonic." There's
Wait,
people who are
what?
closer
What's
with
your
the
use
demon
case for these
energies
things?
where
It is demonic. He's right about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, what's your
I'm
use
just
case
looking
for
for.
these?
Thank
I'm
you for
just
admitting
looking
it.
for a
Holy
use
cow.
case example of what it can do. Like, what practical use is it? Like, what?
Hurry
Give
up,
me an
Mo.
example.
Well, like
kidding.
And clearly, and it's practical use, but it's not fireballs and shit. Clearly,
Yeah.
No, I
No,
think-
wait, yeah,
I think
lightning out of your
I
hand.
think
found
the
that
tarot
out.
can be.
Well, it could.
I think the tarot can be
Summertage could have turned
beneficial
Aaron
for
to
like
fireballs.
self-exploration or trying to like divine.
How does it
like,
help?
the
How does it
original
help?
sense.
So it's a
Because it
self-help book,
exists.
basically, or
Because
No,
it
that's
what
exists.
Grace
It doesn't actually
said.
help you. It
That's
doesn't
not
actually
what-
help
that's
you. It
not-
exists.
What?
And through its existence, it might help people through its just random
self-help, it's
existence.
like
It might just be
meditate
anything
and,
else.
like-
It might be Legos. It might be fucking not even Legos. It might be
So,
a swing
but, I
in a
mean, you can
fucking
just sit
tree.
by
Yeah.
yourself and
Seven's
clap
Well,
and
it
be
gave some people
quiet.
some
You don't
fun.
need
Is
a
that what you're saying?
magic
You're
to
like
do
my
that.
feelings.
apparently
that's-
one of
yeah,
the
that's
one of the
kinda
higher
what
forms
we're
of this
figuring
one of the
out
higher forms of this magic system is a and correct
I
me if
don't
I'm
mean
wrong,
to
but
be disrespectful, but you obviously don't know. So, like, I think the better thing, how you could spend your time better on this panel, is ask somebody who's done it for over 20 years, right?
True.
Well, no, I'm asking like what I'm asking for the group, but if you have,
You're telling me how to
you
spend
can
my
give
time
me
on
some
this panel? What the
examples
fuck
of
is
what it
wrong
can
with you?
do.
You tell me how to spend my time on this panel.
Well, I'm just saying, it's like you guys keep talking about it, but you're just like riffing and using opinion.
No, fair
on what you
enough.
think
I'm
it
just
is.
fucking with you.
Okay, so can you
People
give
have
me like
opinions.
a few examples of like what it can be used for then?
Yeah, I will. And Grumple,
Hmm.
I'm not saying opinions are bad. I'm just saying we've done it for 30 minutes and we've went nowhere, right? We've got cool story bros. You know what I'm saying? Like we got those.
Where did you want to go?
Yeah. So magic isn't necessarily the maximum benefit from magic isn't an external thing. There are people who practice magic to a certain degree and at an advanced level. There are adepts who can perform physical feats, who can make people sick, who can get money, who can make a woman love them or make a man love them.
So
That
it
is a
removes free
thing.
will?
It corrupts free will, just like any other
Well,
thing in the world that is evil.
if you're making someone love you, I think by descriptively that would be removing their free will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're messing with their free will. You're
that's why it's a
influencing
wrong
them.
thing.
Hold on. Are you gonna relate the amount of people who actually believe like you with the amount of actually instances where this actually is
Think of-
possible? So like all the fucking percentages are really low, but they'll also
propaganda, right?
like it fulfills your fucking truth.
Hold on, Voltaire.
Go
I
ahead,
just want
sorry.
to like have this exchange and see.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just
I would agree.
My bad. My bad.
So you can so you made a claim
Wait,
that some
let me respond to you though. Let me respond to you.
Okay,
Is propaganda influencing the will of people? Any form of propaganda.
no, they still have a decision on the propaganda to choose to believe it or not.
Yes,
So
that's how magic works too. But you have a strong sense of influence, a strong force, quote unquote, of influence hitting the will of the person.
yeah,
coming
but
into contact
you
with
said
the
you
will of the
can make
person that
someone love them. That was the verbiage you used. So that's kind of
Yeah, that's what I mean by making somebody do it. Just like propaganda can make somebody make a
But
decision that they
how
shouldn't.
is that?
That's not in their best
Well, no,
interest.
I wouldn't say it makes them take the decision. I would say that it informs them wrongly, and then they choose not to inform themselves. And
There you go. Then let's say that. I would say
But
that's
that's not how
making
love
somebody,
works.
yeah.
But that would
It's
be the
not
same
how
with the
love works.
magic, right? You'd be influencing someone to do something that they wouldn't normally do, right? So I
Yes.
think it matches with the propaganda thing. It's
So
not like obviously
physical-
it's not a force, but it's you're influencing them in a way that they wouldn't.
Yeah, it's not a force.
But
exactly.
but that's
why I said
but
quote
that's
unquote.
also would that be physical?
Yeah, that's a physical you could say effect from a cause that emanates from the magician.
How is affecting emotion a physical thing?
Because it's like the neural synapses, the nervous system, the glandular system of the individual is affected.
So our
How? You didn't
emotions
Like when I use
anything.
words, I can make somebody get mad and get angry and want to fist fight me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
if I tell them to go fuck themselves, that works.
Are words or concepts and words, and is that all physical? That seems more like metaphysical.
Yeah,
You're
it's
still talking about-
vibratory. Yeah, no, it's not metaphysical. Not entirely. There is a metaphysical component that you can't subtract from the formula.
So
It's absolutely intermingled.
Well, you would
with
say
metaphysics.
love is an emotion, though, right?
Yeah, I would say that.
Well, then how is that physical?
It's the physical act that makes them love you. It's the
What
it's
act?
the operation that the operation, the ritual, which is a physical thing.
No,
You have to believe in
you
have to believe in the idea that thoughts are vibratory. That's a big leap. That thoughts are actually substance.
So wait, I have to believe that thoughts are substance for what?
For this to make
Thoughts
sense.
are vibratory. Sorry.
Makes sense? Well, no, I'm asking simply like how is an emotion a physical thing?
I didn't say it was a physical thing.
Okay,
I'm saying that
we're still
the
talking
glandular
metaphysical
system,
concept
the
then.
nervous system, the things attached to what makes your emotion
Are you a
fluctuate
physicalist?
are
Are you
physical.
are you
No,
like a
no.
Okay.
I would say that the physical is
Okay, so then
abhorrent.
emotions would
Yeah.
be something that's not necessarily physical.
I would say that the emotions are a step toward what's more real. You're starting to get closer. You could look at it as density and subtlety gradient until finally you are totally detached from the material cosmos and it's purely spiritual.
They're
Yeah,
separate. It's like a
Can
dualistic
you
cosmology.
spoon feed this to me in like simpler terms? Because I'm not following your logic.
Yeah, so look at the material cosmos, the universe, as like a spectrum of matter, and there's a dense matter and a subtle
Matter's
matter.
physical.
Matter is physical, exactly.
Right. So
Yeah.
how does that have anything to do with emotion? I don't understand the leap you're making here.
How do you not understand it? Where's the hang
Well,
up?
I
Can
asked
explain the
you
hang-up?
I asked you to explain to me how physical, how emotion is like connected to physical things, and you started talking about matter.
Yeah, I'm talking about climbing the gradient until you get to the spiritual, which is separate from matter.
And how does that
It's a
have to do
dualistic
with?
cosmology. There's spirit and matter. They're like oil and water. They don't mix. You could say the emotions are, they come from the spirit.
Is it akin to basically saying that there are two states of being?
So then that's still okay.
Yeah.
So we've kind of gone down this. I don't see how that's a physical. Even if I grant that these people can do this, I don't see how that's physical. Do you have any other
I'm
examples?
not saying the emotions are physical. How many times do I have to say that? It's the things connected to your body that fluctuate your emotions that are affected. The neural synapses in your brain, the nervous system, the glandular system are affected.
Okay, so
How do you not
they
understand
have.
that?
So you're
I
okay.
think
So
we're
let me
most
see.
getting-
Let me
when
see.
somebody's
Let me
hormones
see if
are
I
off,
can.
they go
Let me see if I
crazy.
can. Okay, let me see if I can steel man your position. Then you're saying that whatever these people do, it has a physical effect on the makeup of the brain in which regulates emotion. Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. That's one of
Okay,
a few
so
ways. Yeah.
that sounds like mind control.
Yes, it's mind control, like propaganda. Yes, that's why
Okay,
it's
well,
a
I
no-no.
would say.
That's why I'm saying we
I
don't
would say
entertain
probably against
ourselves with
mind
that.
control.
Yeah,
Well, that's
you
a
got it.
pretty big
But hold on, let's
claim.
back up though. But it's mind control at a distance. It's very spooky. There's the person doesn't need to come into contact necessarily with the person performing the operation.
So how would they know that they love them? Then they just
That's the
they
art.
They
That's the big
psychically.
thing about magic that makes it. I can't communicate
So
it to you.
they love someone they've never seen.
Or it could be, well, that can happen, but it's usually it's somebody they know, right? And then they're doing it from a distance, like in a closed space, in a secretive space, away from everybody else. Really? Think of
So
like
they
the
just
observer effect.
feel like they love someone, but they don't know who they are.
Yeah, well, no, they can. Most of the time, people are trying to make somebody they know love them. That's usually the case. So it's somebody they know, but it's at a distance. And then they have
So-
some weird inclination, like a voice that isn't theirs, that they think is theirs.
How do you know this is possible? Have you seen this or seen evidence of it or?
Well, I don't do it, right? But I know the reality of magic, yes, through experience. Mm-hmm.
So are you just kind of like taking a educated guess?
No, this is, like I said, through my experience. And this magic at the deepest levels is incommunicable. It's ineffable. I can't package magical effects and say, this is it. It's not something I can like.
Can we make it illegal?
Well, you'd have to like show it, right?
Like, can
Well,
whatever
that's
you're talking
that's
about,
kind of
is
what
there
I'm
a way
getting
that I
at.
can
Like,
make it illegal?
what exactly? I don't know. Like, if this, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence.
Yeah,
and-
like God performing miracles is something that, most Christians would just tap out and say, well, no, that's not explainable. It's a beyond me. That's sort of how magic works, but the user is the only person who actually understands what's going on.
But in
At
terms
what
of
level
the, in terms of the-
if they're the only,
Hold on, hold on.
how-
At what level
well,
do you
hold on,
get
wait,
to
wait,
passing?
Hold on, wait. I want to dig on this. If they're the only ones that understand how it works, then how did they figure it out?
Well, they all do it. It's only the magician who understands this, that actually
Right, but-
knows it to be the truth or the actual case.
They just like trial and error, or
No, Voltaire.
Yeah, with
just hold
themselves, yeah,
the phone
with
in your
trying to
hand.
fix my
Just
fucking-
hold it
I'm
in
trying
your
to fix-
hand, dude. Hold
No
in your
fucking
hand, you
way.
just stabilize
Why would
it
I
better.
he's recording a
That's
hostage
what I'm
long-
doing, dude.
video
How,
over there.
how
Hold it in your
long would I
hand.
hold that in my hand? How long would I do that?
Is there,
I want to
is
know.
there
Is
any
there
other
magic that is
physical?
like
baby sacrifice. Can that be magic?
Testicle Johnson in the comments made a comment. He says the irony is Hyper's justification is
Grump
exactly
is on
the same
Twitch.
one
He's like,
Christians
shut up,
use.
man.
Oh, I'm not live.
I mentioned that
Okay.
earlier. This is the position is privileged knowledge.
At some point, the furthest level of this magic, what if it reaches to like sacrificing children and passing like burning
It
children
does.
alive?
There are
and
people
stuff?
You already
I
have
know
the
it
summoning.
does.
You already have the
So I'm
summoning
asking,
circles.
why would you pursue something where the end means is we gotta? If you want to be the best, I want to be the very best.
That would just come down to
magician
his
that
moral
ever
framework.
was.
He might not even have
Dun, dun,
words,
dun,
might not
dun.
have a problem
Child
with it.
alive. Because
I don't think that tracks. Like, you could say the best way to make money is to like screw people over and do a bunch of unethical business practices. That doesn't mean you shouldn't go into business, because one of the best ways to make money is to fuck people over, right? Like that would be the bad part, is the fucking people over. So yeah, if you're sacrificing babies, but to see it as like, oh, that's the ultimate form of magic, that's just like not right.
So I'm not
powerful?
really. The example you gave me, I'm not really convinced that that's a physical thing.
I'm not
especially
trying to
dealing with-
That's how you reach the most
But
powerful.
what-
If you're going down this road,
What other? Hold on, Jess, hold on.
to be the
Chill,
best.
Chill, Jess. What other examples can you give me of physical things that can be done that actually is physical and doesn't have to do with like emotional control?
That's the extent. It's not a physical. It's not meant to be a physical thing.
Well, hold
It's
on,
an
hold on.
internal
So
thing.
there's no physical things really.
Well,
then.
no, the money thing would be more clearly physical, right? Like, people will do magic.
Well,
to accumulate wealth.
no. I wouldn't even grant that, because that would just come from knowledge to get you to the money. So that's just a concept that you acquire.
Oh well, yeah. Okay, wait. So are you? Do you mean like? Are you looking for an example where you're like money is gonna like appear in front of you?
No,
not strictly
some dude
money, I would say.
levitating off the ground or something, or flying
Yeah,
through
that's
the
a
air,
thing.
or
No, that's a thing.
That's
Yeah.
a thing. That actually
That
happens.
is a
Low-key.
thing. Yeah, fireballs
actually
out of your
happens?
hands is not a thing.
Fireballs?
But levitating
Levitating?
is a thing.
Well, wait. Why is there a limit on fireballs if you can levitate?
Well, it's about the substance, right?
Listen, we can't have fireballs in Canada. Like, don't even say that around here.
It goes back to the
You gotta fill out a Form 1 for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we want to keep that secret. Fuck, shut the hell up.
Mo, thank you for asking what I asked earlier, which is like, why is it just limited to what you're talking about? If you say that you can affect the physical world, like a lower form is affecting the physical world, and yet you can't like. And I'm now hearing that
why can't
some
I
of
Dragon
these
Ball
use
Z
it.
this shit? Why can't I fly around and have? Why can't me and
If you
Shigeru
have
go Super
levitation,
Saiyan and fight each other?
If you have levitation, if you have levitation, if you have levitation as something that you can access with enough like practice in this
Avery is here.
with enough practice, how can you not access other like extraordinary abilities with this occult? With these practices as like either higher forms or as like the highest low tier of magic.
Like I said, instead of exhausting yourself to try to make some like gotcha point, you can just ask a question, right?
That is my question. You literally just said you talked about levitation.
You've had the same question for an hour and you don't get it. Like, do you okay? The main difference between the fire and the air boils down to the elements. Okay, magic, it deals with one of the main components of magical operations are the Empedocles 4 elements, the conception of the 4 elements. Okay, there is a fire aspect, but it doesn't manifest as fireballs controlled out of your hands. Instead, it's you internally combusting. You like actually burn up and you die. Like
That
you.
doesn't sound
So
very
no one's
useful.
doing that. No one's doing that.
That's the opposite of useful.
Sounds
The air does not destroy your
I hate
body.
when I do magic and I
I mean,
accidentally self-immolate.
It depends on what you use it for, right?
So wait, are you saying that
could
all
be
those
useful.
weird, spooky stories from history of people basically burning up and immolating is that they were all doing magic?
Well, it was a magical process, but they not all the time are they purposely doing it. There are people
No,
in the
I
past
see
who
monks
aren't
douse themselves.
So that's where that
if
trial
a
and error
monk-
comes in, I guess, huh? They were just they
If a
didn't.
monk douses
They
himself
they
with
they were
lighter
trying
fluid
too
and then
hard. They
lights a
were trying
match
too hard to make a
and
fireball, and
himself.
instead they lit
That's not
themselves on
magic.
fire.
That has happened. Yeah, that has happened in the past. Yeah.
Are you so what you're telling me
How
is
do you-
it's
so
not
how do you know
it's
this?
not useful. It's not useful
Well, no,
to be
wait,
able
wait,
to
wait.
conjure up a fireball so that
Tomahawk,
you can
Tomahawk.
generate heat in a cold
How do
like a
you-
cold area or
Obviously,
something.
no,
that was to
Tomahawk.
smite your foes.
I'm just saying it's not useful. Obviously, it's useful if you could cast fireballs.
Yeah, if that's
not up
possible,
for
it would be
contention.
useful, but it's not possible.
I'm more
And
interested
it's
in
fucking
lightning bolt.
retarded that anybody
I
thinks
just
it
want to
happened
know.
in front of them,
I just want to
or
know
it
how
could
you
happen.
how do you know this though? That's my question.
Yeah,
How do you?
so-
I think Tomahawk.
There
I
are-
think some of them could cast fireball, but this guy just hasn't sacrificed enough babies.
No,
yet.
you don't cast a
No,
fireball.
he's
There have
he's
been-
too high
there have
level.
been
Well,
Buddhists.
He's too high level.
Heaven maxing is a record
what it
thing.
is.
Like, keep records.
JS, he's too high level for.
Is there a heaven
fireballs.
record fucking heaven
said it's
maxing? I bet
internal
you there
fire.
is.
I want
Yeah.
HH
Heaven
to answer
maxing.
Mo's
Fire's
question.
not
okay?
real. You
Heaven
think
records.
eternal fire filled up.
Yeah. How do you know this? Like, because these are like
Yeah,
some wild
so
stuff,
there's
right?
this is kind of how I look at it, right? Obviously, you're depending on source material if you haven't went through it yourself, and most people aren't here to talk about how they self-emulated, right? They're dead.
Well, I mean,
So,
it's
I
Saturday.
mean,
when you go
so-
back into history,
I'd like
when
to
you
know
go
so I
back
don't
into
do it. Maybe.
Yeah,
do you want
I
me
would
to
like to
answer?
know so I don't accidentally turn myself into a fireball. That would help a lot.
Gotcha.
Incubus had a song about that.
So
So-
how do you
so go?
how do you know?
Yeah,
how do you
no,
know?
I'm waiting till you're done. Every time
I am
talk,
done. Go ahead.
but every time I talk, it's 2 seconds or 5 seconds, and then it's I can't even say anything. So I kind of just wait until you guys exhaust yourselves.
Pardon me while I burst
So-
into flames.
So yeah.
Had enough of
how
this
do you know
world
this?
and its people's mindless games.
Ah,
Yeah, so-
you heard this this tone as well.
It's a
Ah,
great
Yeah,
fucking song.
We're all very familiar with 2000.
Doesn't it? It says.
Yep.
It says buy a fucking hole in the desert, like a fucking bunker. Just
Okay, so
buy a
anyway,
bunker.
how do you know this?
bunker life is the way.
Yep, buy a bunker.
You guys
Or
have
dig one.
terrible focus. Holy shit.
I'm not focused whatsoever, man.
Well, lock in,
So
okay? Because I
so
want to hear
anyway,
the answer to this.
how do you know?
I'm trying to
this,
smoke some
that
weed
people
and then I'm gonna
have,
walk in.
Immolated themselves.
Yeah, how am I
Need
supposed to
tobacco.
walk?
They can fireball.
I'm walking and I'm not sure. Like my phone is
Guys,
fucking overheating.
shut
man.
the
There,
fuck up.
all of you. Holy Christ.
So anyway, how do you know
Don't
this?
say the Lord's name in vain.
Listen, Chinese Gordon. I swear to God. Go ahead, Mo.
Yeah. So if you haven't experienced it yourself, you're going to have to rely on writing,
A tape
right?
measure and
historical
yeah, sorry.
documents. I'll give you an example of a Christian monk, right? Saint Carpin. God, I can't remember his name at the moment. It's
Talking
Saint
about the guy who
Joseph, but
wrote
I
the
can't
book?
remember. No, it's Saint Joseph of Cupertino, or I could be saying that wrong. I could be butchering that. but-
Carpathia?
Cupertino. It's Cupertino, I think. There
That's
are
where
people.
Apple's based.
Say that again.
Apple is based in Cupertino.
So there was a monk who flew
Thought it
around,
was a
and
wine.
everyone in the church saw this guy flying around in the sky. He was a levitator. The further you go back in history, it seems to me like based on literary analysis, they have less reason to lie to their own natives, right? So people who are
Couldn't
writing
these things
within-
though? Couldn't these things though be
Fuck's
very simple as like, the levitation is like strings that can't be seen that would
No,
look
this
like
is like a
levitation to
guy
other
flying
people?
into the clouds in the 17th century or something. So yeah, no, I don't think it's strings.
Okay, well,
where you have
what you said,
hundreds and
priest, sorry,
hundreds of
I
people.
inferred as church, so my bad.
Yeah, like hundreds and hundreds of people witnessed it and wrote stories and passed it on to their children and stuff. There's letters that
Well,
they've
but
amassed.
still, like, why don't they do these things today then?
Yeah, that's a big problem. That earlier I mentioned the observer effect. That's an idea that I may have of what's going on. We as a society or a culture, we move further and further into materialistic thinking or physicalist thinking, like Mo is talking about, where
Sure.
people, when they interact with magicians, it totally dispels the physical the appearances, the phenomena that is physical, it thwarts it.
What are you
This is
talking
why
about?
Jesus says you need to go
The
into
fuck did you-
a hidden
what
place
the
to
hell
pray.
did
Hold
you
on,
just
Voltaire. Hold
say?
on. Hold on,
Listen.
Voltaire. Let him finish.
Jesus gives you a proper method for prayer, and it's not in front of people. And there's a reason for that, is because people's minds, they intermingle. This goes back to the mental vibration concept or the observer effect, however you want to look at it. Quantum physics. I don't really buy all that stuff. I'm just giving analogies. I'm giving you examples that you could go study to try to explain this stuff. But usually it's people doing this operation in private where they get the best results. It's not something you go around showing people. There have been cases in history where this has happened, but very, very few. And it makes sense to me that that would be the case.
I want to make sure I'm clear. Are you saying that because people are more involved in material physicalism, world, that type of mentality, they don't see these extraordinary things? It like blinds them?
Yes.
Is it?
Well, no, it doesn't blind
So-
them. It's just they are reifying physical reality. They're reifying it. The magician is breaking it down. The physical, the
sound-
black magician is.
Okay, look, that sounds a lot like you have to believe in order for it to be real.
Just like Christianity, exactly.
see,
This was the
I mean,
point.
yeah,
that
that's
what's
kind
his
of
name was
valid.
making. Testicle Johnson. We have the same core method for
My idea was cut, no, jump
epistemology
back in.
claims, which is special revelation or privileged knowledge.
Well, no,
You're in the same position there.
It wouldn't.
I
be
have
the same
miracles. You have
position.
miracles. You
He's
just don't
just getting
believe
it
I
them.
from
don't
Zealand.
I don't have miracles.
Yeah, no, I'm saying you have miracles in your doctrine. I have miracles, but I can perform them. You don't think you can. You're limiting
Well,
yourself from performing
You say
miracles.
you can.
How do we know
perform
you
them,
can
but-
perform them?
But you're saying that we can't even see them. So
Hey, Hostile,
Well,
if I
no,
can
you
ask
can't.
you,
Not me in front of you, right?
Are
I'm
you
not going to
wi- are
come
you
out like
willing-
an illusionist. Hold on, stop. Let me explain this distinctly so you understand what I'm saying. I'm not going to go around flying in front of people. I'm not going to go around and immolate in front of people or spontaneously combust. What I'm going to do is, if I'm a black magician, I'm going to go into a hidden place, perform a magical operation, and then people on the outside will have effects happen to them that they cannot connect to me.
And you might rob some graves. You
People
might
will
have-
do that.
Wait, so you know what? You know what? Let's
So-
test this. Let's test this.
You're gonna have
Here's
to
the
collect
small thing.
some.
I'm still
gonna have-
not.
Wait,
with
I
the
wanna-
eye of
I
the
guess
news.
I want to ask a question. I want to ask a question.
Yeah,
I wanna
go
ask a
ahead.
question. Are you willing to give an example of something that you have done, or is that like too personal? Like, is there
I've
any?
never performed black magical operations ever. Never been concerned
So
with
then,
it.
how do you know they can be done?
I know people, and I've, like I said, the literature. It's overwhelming the amount of literature. and it's
Hell,
not
Well,
just recent.
yeah, I
This
mean,
is
but
some
come on,
sick
look, I
shit.
can
Not
read
just
Harry
recent.
Potter doesn't make it real, right?
What is
Like,
black
Yeah,
magic, though?
this
What is
isn't
black
Harry
magic?
Potter.
But
A
Hostile,
fat guy told me I'm a wizard.
You said Hostile. You said that like the
He can
difference
only
between you and
aspire.
Mo is that Mo doesn't believe he can do miracles. So I guess when you say you can do miracles, I guess like what is there an example you can give of something
Well,
that you
no,
personally
the
done?
magician. That was a general claim. Like the magician can. I'm not.
Okay.
I personally am not concerned with physical effects. I don't want to change the material world. I
And
don't
you
wanna do
never
that.
have been like throughout your
My entire magical career or
Can you
whatever
make me
magical
happier?
practice. No,
You're a magician?
no, I'm not an
You
illusionist.
said
no.
magical career, though. Like, so you're a magician.
He's a ceremonial magician. Yes,
Yeah,
how did
ceremony.
you?
Yeah.
Are we all caught up?
So you don't actually. So the people you know that say they could do these extraordinary things, did you see them do them?
No, but I've had
Uh,
confirmation through the experiences of the people they did it to. That's the
Okay.
scary part. Yeah.
So, okay. Like, and what would be an example of this?
Yeah, so I don't need to give the order, right? I don't want to expose or dox the orders or whatever, but there were people in an order, right, who knew people outside of that order. And those people were unaware of the order. The people that we knew, right? We actually played basketball together, right?
Okay.
And this guy said that he would injure the individual. This guy was unhinged. I didn't
Really?
recommend it. And it turned out that on a specific time, at a specific meet where this guy was supposed to be, he wanted him to be injured, and it happened right before that meet. So you could say it's coincidental, but it was all planned in his operation. The exact area of the body, all of it was down to a T, and it happened. So that's just one instance. There are more with the love
That can
thing
happen.
too, which is very, very weird.
Yeah, in Guatemala they put
So-
their period blood into drinks, and they make men drink it, and then they fall in love with him.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway,
That was some the dumbest shit ever I've ever heard.
Instead of me
thing
giving
wizards do in
anecdotal
Guatemala.
evidence, right there.
For
I mean, I'm going to
fuck's
refer you to more
sakes.
anecdotal, but more impactful, more meaningful.
It's not
evidence.
anecdotal when there's tons of examples of things like this. Making
Oh no,
people
I
drink
agree with
period
you.
blood,
But we're
sacrificing
talking to Mo
children.
about it.
But-
Mo wants the evidence, right? If he's not going to
Well,
practice magic,
I'm
he'll
just
probably
asking
never
for
get it.
like some examples because you made some claims here, and so far
I'm
we've
conceding that
we've
he's
talked
doing
about
magic,
we've
but
talked
it's
about
dark art,
emotion. We've talked
and it should
about
be illegal.
something where a guy got injured, but it was only confirmed through
Yeah,
a
so you
witness
want to
that
know
wasn't
how it happens
connected.
physically. Yeah. So we would the metaphysics
Show me the money.
behind it would be that there are entities that are subtle entities, beings in the great chain of being, the hierarchy from the dense to the subtle, all the way up to God. Okay, so you could say there are demons, like sublunary beings, elementals, angels, archangeloi, thrones, powers, virtues, dominions, cherubim, seraphim, ophanim. There are all these different beings that have bodies, but they're not dense, and they move in and out of our world. They're there. So these people who
So
are
they're
practicing
metaphysical.
dark arts, well, yeah, it's metaphysical. The operations rely on the metaphysical or the philosophical layout, or the what would you say, the metaphysical structure of the practice, but the ontology, if that's what you mean by metaphysical, specifically ontologically, these are beings. So yes, you could say they're metaphysical, but they go a step further and say no, they are actually material. They actually can interact and come in and out of people and influence them. And we see this manifest through the nervous system and the glandular system, which in turn affects the neural synapses of the brain.
So
it
why
can
aren't you
actually
on
make-
cam then?
What do you mean? Why would
Why
that?
aren't you
why
on
would I
cam
use-
so we can actually see that within you?
Well,
Because
you're not gonna see a
you
demon.
can't see it because
Cam
it's
is-
internal. So
my laptop is literally 14 years old and smashed up. So I don't
Well,
have
you
a
should turn time
working
backwards.
camera.
But I
even
sent
if I
you my
did-
iPhone 13 Pro Max.
Yeah, I don't use. I
You
don't
can have it. You can have it, bro.
Well, I don't have social media on my phone. I don't use.
Well, no, you don't
I
need
just
social
use this-
media though. I can send you this old phone of mine here. It's
All I
it's kind of
use is
beat up.
YouTube, and I use it
You
on
can
the
have
computer.
it.
Well,
So-
yeah, I'm not going to dox myself and have you send me a phone. But anyway, if I
No,
if I
you're
actually,
not doxing with me sending you the phone.
if I give you like to a PO box, you'd give me an iPhone.
I'd fucking give it to you, man. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, man. But anyway, if I showed myself, are you wanting to see like a spirit manifest itself in my face or something, or through my eyes? What are you saying?
No, you can do a progressive thing. You can start off slow, work your
I'm
way
not
up.
dealing with these things. I'm not. I'm telling
You
you
want him
what
to tease
black
you?
magicians do, what low magicians do. They do, for instance, their goetic
What do you
art.
mean by low magician?
Low would be somebody who's trying to affect the physical world, change matter, change something that's happening in the world outside of them. High magic is internal. It has to do with elevating the spirit until you're absolutely individually liberated.
Listen, the stuff you just explained just now, yeah, I would say, demons exist and things like that.
They're physical.
But I don't, I guess I'm still going back to, I don't, you claim that there was physical things that can be
So
manifested.
I didn't
but
finish.
I don't really.
I kind of got derailed. Let me. I'll tell you more. I'll
Go ahead.
elaborate more on what happens. You use the names. Throughout history, the grimoire tradition, it's been pretty solid for 1,000 years, where these names, they don't change. The sigillum, a sigil for a demon would be like a signature, essentially, where you can communicate with these entities and you send them out. You make pacts with them to do certain tasks in the world, whether that's affect the mind of some woman that you want them to love you, or affect some HR representative of some job that you're applying to. You want them to prefer you over somebody else, you know, and it will manifest itself in weird ways. Like that HR lady after the interview will go home and she can't stop thinking about you, or she'll have a dream about you and how successful you are in that company, and she'll wake up and go, I feel this is the guy. I have to hire this guy. It's real subtle like that, and the person will never make the connection that it's that person that did it to them.
But that, I mean, do you consider that to be kind of, I guess, fucked up, dealing with demons?
It is highly fucked up, and I do not recommend it. Anybody who does that, it's the enemy. They need to be burned alive, or they need to be beheaded.
So then, how do you do your thing then if you're not like communing with demons?
Yeah, it's strictly with myself. I'm worried about myself and myself
You
alone.
are the demon.
I'm not the demon.
But why just you though?
But how do you? But here's a here's a question then.
You're just at
But
the
how
baby
do you
level.
know
You
the
haven't got
things
to the
that?
big levels
How do
yet.
you know the things that you're doing? If let's say I grant that you can do things you're saying, right?
It's like
How
when
do you
somebody who
not-
starts
well, hold on,
smoking
hold
weed
on, hold
says,
on,
"I
hold
would-"
on, hold on.
No,
JS,
you are.
chill,
You've been talking
chill.
for a while, Bo.
I
just
have
chilled.
a question. You always jump in at the worst time. Holy fuck! All right, whenever
You're not gonna get
going
in
back to
there.
it. When you do the things that you claim you do, how do you know you're not also dealing with demons and not aware of it?
So you have to, there's only one way out of it, and this is the pinnacle. I told you that the whole universe is to be negated. The spirit and matter are separate. This is a dualistic cosmology. So anything that, if you're doing your high magical operation and you experience lights in the mind eye, if you're astral projecting and you're seeing forms that represent forms in the world, like human bodies, animal bodies, trees, like the flora and the fauna of the world, that you're associating with forms from the worldly experience, all these things are to be disregarded and avoided and negated. There's a term in theology, there's a practice in theology that's very close to this. It's called apophatic theology. It's where you negate everything. You try your hardest to negate everything, even light. Usually, with most of the church fathers and the Neoplatonists who were apophatic, they messed up because they gave up at the light. They thought the pure light was the thing. But I'm saying that that's even wrong. You have to negate it and go a step further. And what happens is you create. What happens is you create like a vacuum within yourself that needs to be fit. That's an analogy. I don't mean a real vacuum here, because this is spiritual. Okay.
Wait,
you create an absence within yourself, and you are, and because there's no such thing as nothing, the true world, the origin, fills you. It comes into you, and you have experiences that are absolutely outside of rationale, intellect, logic.
No, they're
purely
problem is they're with inside rationality, and you say, "Oh, you need to get rid of rationality." Holy fuck! You just want to get rid of rationality, you fucking idiot.
Hold on, Voltaire. You said that the church fathers messed up. Are you saying that you think the early church fathers were wrong about Christianity?
No, they're just particularly the apophatic practitioners within the church who thought the light was the end of it. It's not. It's a part of the deception. God is seen as this light, this pleroma or a plenum of absolute pure light. These are mystical experiences that monks, priests.
Yeah, sure.
Right, and you think that
monks,
the nothingness,
priests, fucking random shit. The best of the best. Oh yeah.
You seek the absence of the light, which,
but no, there is a light, but
that's
it's
the
beyond
darkness.
that. Yeah, I'm saying that absolute darkness becomes filled with a real light, a true light.
Lord help us.
You could call it the black light,
or an
Uh-huh.
illusion to make you think that it's the real light because it's deceptive. And so everything you're saying, you just follow. You follow the dark. You follow the darkness.
Well, you see it as dark.
Your God.
I still don't understand how you don't know it's demons you're dealing with, though. I'm not clear on that because I don't see how you.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, and there's
he's
a really good.
He's already said, yeah, it is demon worship.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, JS,
that was one of the things that he did admit to.
JS, you're a demon worshiper now too.
He said
JS is a
bad
demon
black
worshiper now
mages
too.
were the
Come on
ones
now.
that did the demon stuff. He's saying he does.
I never said it was demon worship. I said that.
I said
demons existed.
Yes, it is demonic.
Hold on, let him talk.
Worshippers are among us.
I'm not gonna let him talk when we already got past this earlier. I said it sounds demonic, and you said it is demonic. He's right.
Yeah,
about that.
you said you've changed it though. You changed it. You moved the goalpost. You said it's demon worship.
Demon worship. What's demonic of the demons?
Low magic is right. High magic has nothing to do with controlling demons or making pacts with demons.
High
or
magic
communicating
of
with
God,
demons.
or is it just of
is
a
high magic angelic?
Low magic?
At that
What
point?
the fuck?
No,
it's
you don't
demonic.
need
It's all
angels
demonic.
either. There is an angelic magic, but this isn't that. What I'm describing to you isn't
And
that.
you said you'd be better at this if you rose to the
All right,
level.
all right. Hold on, JS. You know, like here.
Why don't you
Nobody
hold
gives
on? I was quiet. I sat
come on.
quietly
No,
for a
no,
long
no.
time.
We love the story.
Give me,
The story's
I'm not
good,
trying to.
you know
I'm
what
not
I
trying
mean?
to.
Like,
hold on. Give me 1 second.
love the
So
story,
fact
bro.
that- hold on. Like, so JS, you don't give a fuck about that shit, but to me, like, I don't give a fuck about. I don't understand how.
What shit? You're drunk. Shut the fuck up. I don't know what you're talking about, Noveltaire.
You know what? If that, just go ahead.
This is
Okay.
pretty
Yeah,
wild stuff here.
Take a break, dude. Take a break.
I think this guy is like lost
have a
in the
nap,
Kool-Aid.
maybe. I don't know.
Everything
so-
he's
I
giving,
don't
he's
need to
saying
have-
is like, well, it
Never
is
mind.
real,
Never
but
mind.
Have a
only
nap.
if it's
Have a
like
nap.
physical.
Never
It is
mind.
physical,
Never-
but then he points to emotion.
He's never done these things with.
Don't say it.
and-
Say exactly what you're saying is demonic, and we can maybe agree.
And then
these practices.
you ask him
that you
some
do.
No,
more.
okay,
how
then
he
I don't
knows
agree.
that
No,
all
not
these other
these
things
practices.
can
It's
happen.
one specific
Well, he knows
form
a
of
guy
magic.
that
You can call
said
black
he was
or
going to
low
hurt a
magic.
guy, then
It's
that guy got
totally
hurt,
different from
and
what
other
I'm
people
doing.
said that it
What
was
I'm
true.
describing to you.
It's all very.
You don't do that, but you would
I
be
don't do
better
that.
at what you do
all very
if you engaged in that.
and
No, not even close
So
because
you're
it's
just like a
internal.
scrub.
It's
You're a scrub
internal. Yeah, how do you not understand it? We just walked through it. They're distinct. They're two different things. They're two different goals. You don't need a demon
pretty
to
weird.
work with yourself.
Magic is pretty weird, dude.
To change the outside world, you
No,
have to
magic
use
is
demons.
just
You
weird
have
and
to use
odd.
beings to change the outside world. That's how you make the physical effect occur.
So you're playing with
Maybe work.
demons.
You ain't doing nothing though.
If I'm gonna
Are y'all
do
like
Oh,
okay?
bullshit.
Just okay. He's not saying what he does is with demons. He's saying that there are forms of this that that invoke demons.
Who's
Okay,
talking
but what
about
he's talking about
Mhm.
is shit that comes from within.
Oh, Avery.
That's
a
what
good
he
witch.
practices. Okay, like Jesus fuck, dude. Like open your mind and just he said demon once, so it's all fucking demons, bro. Like listen, even if you don't agree with him, just fucking listen to what he's trying to say.
No, I've been arguing from the beginning that it's demonic. So yes, I'm gonna try to walk.
How would it be? How would it be? How would it be demonic if he's not seeking out the demons himself, though?
His
right?
self. Who is his self?
You can't see it yourself, though,
Himself.
dude. You can't see it yourself.
He is the demon.
Oh, he's the demon. So he's the demon.
The guy who wants to
How?
eradicate,
How did he come to that
demon,
conclusion?
eradicate evil, that's the demon guy.
Yeah, the guy that
It makes no sense. Your claim makes no sense.
Okay, well, keep telling us about your benevolent magic that eventually leads to not.
How do you?
benevolent magic,
let me
where
ask
you
you.
have
It
to
doesn't
believe
lead.
in
JS,
it.
it doesn't lead that way.
You keep saying that, JS.
Not real.
It doesn't lead that way.
He's
How do you
acknowledged
There's no
that
such
a
thing
higher
as
level of
magic.
what he does would be if you did child sacrifice.
How do
No,
you
he
make-
didn't acknowledge
He didn't
that.
say that,
He
you
didn't.
fucking dumbass.
He's talking about low magic versus high magic. He's saying low magic, yeah, the people who will do stuff like sacrifice babies for the highest thing. You wouldn't do that for high magic. That doesn't even make
He
sense.
couldn't even define the difference between high magic and
He
low
said it like 5
Yeah.
times. He said it
bro,
so many
like,
times.
Jesus fucking
I know,
Christ.
and
Take
then
the
Mo
fucking.
walked him into why that doesn't make sense. Like that, if one, what is one physical and one's metaphysical?
I think JS is just talking to his chat.
The other
for
is
like
spiritual.
half of
It's absolutely not
I don't
physical.
think he actually
Spiritual,
heard
metaphysical.
the discussion.
No, metaphysical isn't necessarily. So we have to get nitty gritty with the terms. If by metaphysical you mean ontological, yes. If you're using metaphysical to mean like physics, subtle physics, that like particle physics or quantum physics or something, that's not what this is. No,
That's not
it's
what I'm
that.
talking about.
Okay, then if you mean
I'm talking about
ontologically,
spirit.
spirit is ontologically
you're
real,
talking
yes,
about.
but it's not matter.
So in your paradigm,
I don't
do you
think it's
believe
matter.
that do you believe like a Christian God exists, or like what are your thoughts on that, or what are your beliefs?
Yes, but he's not the good guy. Yeah, these beings absolutely exist, but they're not good entities. They're deceitful, deceptive entities.
I disagree.
So you think
Of
God?
course, and
I think the majority of
is
this panel
a-
disagrees. No shit.
You think
I'm
you're-
gonna
The whole time
God
I've
is
been
deceptive.
disclaimer.
like this before,
Disclaimer. I understand the Christian position. I was a Christian that tried to seek the highest level of.
I'm not
Christianity.
even Christian. I'm non-religious, and I disagree.
Yeah, and that's fine. And I don't want this to turn into some like hateful battle. It's okay that we have different beliefs. Now we can continue. I just wanted to make
That's not
that clear.
okay.
So
Can't think
you,
that
I don't
way.
hate
uh,
you.
so
I don't
do,
think
do,
different.
do
I
you
just think
see
that
do you see God as
this
just
stuff can be made
another
illegal.
spirit being? You don't
Yes.
see him as like God. I see.
Yes, he's just another spirit. There are many spirits, and you are not created. What's really going on is there is a bunch
How
of
do we?
uncreated
Then are you an
spirits.
evolutionist or?
No, well, matter evolves, yes, but the spirit is not moving through time. It's
So
never
how
been
did humans get here then?
created
If you don't believe in like
from the
like
God, from the God that you claim is the Most High. He fashioned out of the waters a pre-existing matter. It's eternal as well, but it's like a putty, and he creates all the forms. So more specifically, he plasmates all the
Just a
forms
clump of
into the water.
cells. Just a clump of cells.
So I'm going to
He's
ask
creating
a
the
repeated
physical
question.
reality.
Then
That's what we
I've
are.
said
Just a
this.
clump of cells.
How do you
I
know
think
this?
we agree on a lot of stuff. Hostile. I think we agree on a lot of stuff, but where we disagree is you're following the dark. You're not. Your daddy is Satan.
No, your God is Satan.
Where is your evidence to present that he's following Satan? Where is your evidence?
The things that
If we're just putty. If that's all we are,
specifically?
is
You just
putty?
all you're doing is making claims, but
Just a
you're
clump
not.
of cells. That's all we are.
Time, astrology, crystal, fortune telling, seeing the.
I'm not doing any of that.
Where does it say specifically? Yeah, like where does it specifically say in the Bible though that's demons?
You're not
That's
good
the
enough.
devil. Really? Because a lot of Christians say, "Oh, God works like His miracles through people." So if that's the case, why wouldn't fortune tellers be real? Why wouldn't that be the case? That God can speak through someone else to tell someone. Why wouldn't that be the case?
Avery, there are scriptures that talk about not having to do with like fortune tellers and mediums and shit like that. So there are scriptures in the Bible that talk about that.
This is why I don't deny that.
Is that in the Old Testament or New Testament? Where is that?
All throughout the Bible.
All throughout the Bible, where? If it's all throughout the Bible, give me a fucking example.
Do not suffer a witch to live.
It's Avery. This is in the Old Testament. It says specifics about fortune tellers and mediums. In the New Testament, it usually uses the word pharmakeos, which is usually translated as sorcerer.
No, it's very.
You want a Bible thump? You want me to pull up verses, chapter and verse?
Scripture Bible.
I mean, I would appreciate. you can pull it up. I mean, if you could put it in the back chat, yes, I would appreciate it.
Quoting from the Bible.
I
I'm
play
just
First
not giving
Timothy.
you
You
chapter
fool!
and verse.
You've activated my trap scripture. Second
I don't
Corinthians.
even
Your position is biased because there is a
That's
certain
heresy,
type
but I
of
like it.
magician. There's a certain type of magician in the Bible that is allowed. The prophets are seeing things through dreams. But they get it through the essence and energy of God. So there's like a way around that, right? But I'm just saying that there are magicians in your Bible. You just say that there's a good magic and a bad magic, just like I'm claiming right now. But you can't seem to.
No,
make
I'm a bit of a cessationist.
Well, I don't think Christians claim it's magic. I don't think
I'm a bit of a cessationist. I think.
I mean, it kind of is though, Mo.
Jesus, there is no more.
No, it really isn't.
What about
okay?
JS? What about all the stuff in Acts and stuff?
Yeah.
That's after Christ.
There's no raising of the dead in Acts. There's
Yes,
no...
there is. Yes, there is. Paul raised someone from the dead in Acts.
Who'd Paul raise from the dead?
The guy who fell asleep and fell off the balcony.
Maybe you're right.
Raise him from the dead, or just wake him up though?
No, he rose him from the dead.
So isn't this sorcery though?
That's why I say I'm a bit of a cessationist, because I do still see like medical miracles and stuff like that, but I don't see prophecy. I don't see true.
But would
prophecy.
that be sorcery?
I don't see real exorcists.
Why wouldn't that be sorcery?
Because definitionally, the sorcery that was warned against in the Bible was from people who are like
we could still
the
do
Egyptians.
If you're praying to God, though, right? But Mo, if you're praying to God, right, and you're saying, please bring my son back, please bring my son back, like right, you're in prayer, and then God actually does bring your son back, right? How is that not sorcery? How is that not magic?
Can you give me an example of when that happened recently?
Just in general.
Okay, I don't think that happens.
Okay, so it doesn't happen.
No,
okay, but it hasn't happened in the Bible.
It happened.
Like it hasn't happened in the Bible, though.
There's a difference between some dude by himself trying to like pray his family back to life, and then the like the priesthood of apostolic succession, closely connected to Jesus, God, laying on hands and giving them the abilities to do these things. There's a big difference.
How is that not sorcery, though?
What about the stigmata or like Padre
it's from
Pio?
God?
Well,
that would imply that God needs God needs to do all this, like have crystals and shit to like do his miracles. It's
that doesn't. That's not what that means at all. It's not what that means, Mo.
It's like what the guy.
I don't believe in any of this, by the way, but I just find this funny.
That's what it implies.
It's like what the guy brought up earlier, where the sorcerers came down and threw their staffs in front of the snake. Moses
he's drunk. Down. He's inebriated.
Yeah, I think he's pretty much fucking done.
The other snakes. I believe there's magic.
Yeah, so the main difference, and just so we can quit dragging out, we can maybe change the subject. The main difference between us is that you think God alone can do magic. I'm saying everyone can if they
I don't think
practice
that
it correctly.
No, I think you can do dark ass magic too. And I think
I'm talking about the good magic. What you are defining as godly, the miraculous. I'm saying beings can do an internal work.
I don't deny that there's magic and there's dark magic. And I think the eventual progression of this, if you want to be the best at it, you need to start sacrificing children. And I think you're going to burn in hell if you keep fucking around with this shit.
You don't understand.
You're playing with dark arts. You're playing with something you shouldn't be playing with.
I drew the line in the sand.
I believe you're doing what you're doing, and I think you think it's innocent and stuff.
No,
I think you're cursing
yourself. Get down to my line.
To
suck my dick
and die.
You want to suck my dick down to my line?
Over 20 years ago, I knew exactly what I was doing.
Where my line was. All right, come suck my dick.
Why do you want your dick sucked?
I drew a line in the sand.
Come on, come suck my dick.
Voltaire, shut the fuck up, Voltaire.
Maybe it's time to let Voltaire go to bed, Con. I don't know.
Yeah, Voltaire, let's get you to bed, Grandpa.
Put your fucking dick away.
Yeah, drink water.
I think this.
Listen, carry me over to the fucking old gold zone.
He's gone.
Voltaire, you're
Stop the Francis, he's gone.
Yeah.
So, just real quick, Avery.
Good
just to
times.
kind of like
Good
summarize
times.
what I was.
I'm asking you to carry me over to the old folks home.
Yeah. Yeah.
So magic.
What do you do?
Would be power sought, access manipulated by
humans.
But
you're not doing it.
Miracles comes directly from God. That's the difference. If you want to give a summary.
How would the miracles, even though it is through God, not magic? How are they not? I don't understand that.
Because God doesn't need magic to do miracles. He's all powerful, omnipotent God.
Okay,
it's
just like you've been doing with me.
It's like why do you not need floaties in your arm to swim?
Everybody sit over there and
because I know how to swim.
Yeah, exactly. So why would God?
Maybe God knows how to use magic. Maybe that's how God is God.
Why would God need to use magic to do miracles?
Because maybe that's how God became God.
No,
you think God's a wizard that just got to the 99th level? Is that what you're saying?
He's a wizard.
I don't know. I don't believe in any of this. By the way, I'm really interested in
Avery.
What?
Avery. Voltaire is trying to figure this out here. Just give him a little
What are
bit.
you talking about?
Voltaire's
on a different plane of
existence right now.
Yeah, bro, hold on. Voltaire can leave the fucking call if he wants.
Yeah, but he's trying to figure it out, dude. Like, come on, have some respect.
Have some respect. There's like 8 other people here on an open panel. Shut the fuck up.
Fuck.
Anyways, Mo, to answer your question, like I haven't seen the evidence for an existence of a god. I don't know if fucking if magic is real or not. But at the same time, it's like, if God would be real, I have a feeling magic would be involved in it. And to say it's not is kind of like, well, what the fuck? How does God do these things? How does God perform these miracles?
It has to do with descriptions of the words we're using. Descriptively, magic would be accessed through humans, sought to access or manipulate power. Why would God need that?
I'm fine with saying what God does is white magic and what Hostile does is black magic. I'm not for the sake of argument.
That's just ridiculous.
For the sake of argument, if we're gonna say the miracles God does in rising Lazarus from the dead, we're gonna call that white magic. Then
holy fuck.
Then what he calls is magic. He'll say white magic is like
awesomeness is just a bunch of fucking people.
Awesomeness is just a bunch of fucking
people. So then why would it be wrong to practice white magic?
Here's a way.
Just a bunch of people.
Avery,
I'm gonna put a random bunch of fucking people.
Okay, Avery, here.
That on
Consider
a
this,
t-shirt.
right?
Awesomeness is just a bunch of.
Let's say
people.
you did magic, right? For the sake of argument, you did magic, and you found a way to do some magical stuff, right? It would be magic to you, right?
Yeah, sure. Sorry, I'm cooking at the same time.
So it would be bad. Okay, so do you think a miracle is a miracle to God?
Why would it not be? I mean,
because
a miracle
so you
is
think
something
God's
that God
like,
can
whoa,
just do,
holy
right?
crap, I did this and now it works, and I don't know how it works. Holy shit, I don't know how this works. Whoa, this worked?
Then I guess to God it would be considered normal.
I wonder how I did this. Do you think that's really the conversation?
Yeah, no, but
so
maybe, but
how
Mo,
magic
maybe
works, though.
With someone like Moses, when Moses is like throwing his staff down, it's becoming a snake, right? I understand you wouldn't call that magic either. No, I know. So with God, I think it's maybe weird calling what God does magic, but someone like Moses,
Well, yeah, that would
right
imply
there
he doesn't fully understand what the hell he's doing.
Well, that's why I'm
No,
just
that's not what
conceding for the
magic
sake
is.
of argument. I will call that magic.
Magic is not willy-nilly just throwing some shit up in the air and then it happens. That's not what magic
No,
is.
no, you missed the point. No, you missed the point. You
when
missed the point.
Moses threw the staff down, he
What
was
I'm
doing
saying
good
is
stuff.
that
You're doing bad
definitionally,
stuff.
even when what you've explained to me, if I grant that you can do magic, you don't understand the exact reality of everything that's going on. You don't understand it like to the T.
No, that's how magic works. The surety
Exactly.
is
So that's-
another element. No.
That's
I'm saying you're wrong.
You know,
They
okay,
do
so when you
understand
do something, you know exactly everything that you have a complete lens of the reality that you're messing with, and you know
That's
exactly
why
how
they
everything
have
works.
graves in magical orders.
You know how
that's why they have
everything works. Are you sure you're you sure about
Well, yeah,
that?
it's not as complex when you get down to the subtle. It actually gets more simplistic. Just like Plato said, and if you're familiar with Platonism, everything when you transcend up to the one is more simple, not
So
more
you
complex.
understand how
Complex
every
and-
atom is being influenced? Do you understand how
There's
every
no
blade of
atoms.
grass
That's not. There's no such thing as atoms.
You said it was
particle
physical.
physics, none of that.
You said it
Well,
was
it's not
physical.
atoms. It's not
You said
atoms.
it-
though.
you said it affects the
You're
brain.
thinking about
Are
something.
are
you're
brains
thinking
made of
about a
atoms or no?
theoretical. You're
Are
thinking
brains
about
made
a
of atoms?
theoretical.
Are brains made of atoms?
No, they're not. I'm saying your
They're not?
theoretical concept.
What are they made of?
It's not atoms.
What
You're
are they
thinking of the
made of?
Bohr model of atomic theory, and you think that that's reality. That's not how the magician thinks.
You said
No,
that you
not the
affect
successful
brain
magician.
matter and tissue. That's physical.
Yeah. I'm saying what people
so you
call an atom
understand
isn't even a
exactly
thing.
every blood vessel, you know exactly what's going on. You have a complete view of everything that you're doing
No,
to
you don't need to
the
know
very
that
detail.
to make the magic work.
Need to know and do you know is two separate questions, sir.
No, so first of all,
So
you're
you
talking about
don't,
black magic.
right?
That's a demon. First of all, you're talking about affecting the
Well, even
physical
in the black
body of another
magic
human being.
situation, you're invoking a demon to do the work for you. Do you know
No.
exactly how he's doing the work?
You're moving all around everywhere, and you don't understand that we were on a specific point, which was we're talking about white magic.
My point with Avery was that
and you don't understand his
God
position
would
because you're
have,
still
no,
on
I
the,
understand his position.
Quit talking
He's
through me
saying
and let
that
me finish the point.
Well, you keep
Let me
responding to
finish the
me, so
point.
I was actually
Finish
responding
the
to him,
point.
and then you jumped in. But go ahead.
Well, no, because you don't. It's because you don't understand the position.
You keep saying you don't
bringing
understand,
up
but you
black
can't
ma-
explain
Listen, I am, but you keep talking. You're a blabbermouth.
Mo, every
You just
time he
continue
tries to
talk.
understand, like explain it, you just interrupt him with a different point. Like, come on, man. Like have this in good faith.
The specific point was white magic, which is an internal art, has nothing to do with affecting the outside world, and the miraculous from God. That's the specific point. But now you're bringing in the analogy of black magic into it. That has nothing to do with the conversation. We're not talking about affecting the
you're
physical
not
world.
following. You're not following. Well,
I am very focused
Well,
and
no,
following
you're not.
you like a laser.
No, then stop talking, and you'll understand. When I was talking with Avery, he said that basically what God does is magic. And I gave him a descriptor of how that doesn't make any fucking sense, because for that to be the case, God would not have a complete understanding of what the fuck he's doing. You're saying, no, you do have a complete understanding, but then when I ask you questions about it, and I ask you the example of I was using the example of the black magic, the demon that's going
off
off.
point.
Do you? How is that off point?
That's not what we're talking about. You just admitted it, and you still don't get it. You still don't get that.
That's not off point. We're talking. You're saying no. You're talking about two different subjects. Yes, you say you're lower, higher magic, whatever. Get it, fine. But you're still making claims on both realms. So if you're making claims on both realms,
they're different.
that means you have.
They're not both realms. It's not like
they're
some
different. Did I say they weren't different? I understand that. That's not my point.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
He's saying if he's doing high magic, he's doing God's magic. Because
fine, but he doesn't.
If we're gonna
the point.
concede to him
Holy
that
shit!
God is doing
The point is that whether it's the fucking high magic or the lower magic, the people who are doing this, these humans, they don't have a complete understanding of how all this shit fucking works. That's the point.
I'm saying they do because you're not dealing with the complexities of the external world. You're actually doing something that's very metaphysical and simplistic if you understand cosmology correctly. That's how it works.
There's no
will not
way
work for
you
you.
know
Cosmology
exactly
doesn't deal with
how
metaphysics.
magic works. It wouldn't be magic
you
then.
say that. No, I'm saying in
Why
order
would
to
it be
actually
magic?
have this is why they have grades and orders, is because if you don't
just
do it
say
correctly,
words.
if you
Cosmology
don't
doesn't
understand
deal
the
with
cosmology, you don't have
Magic,
the
the power
experience.
of influencing the course of events by using mysterious or supernatural force. Mysterious. Why would it be mysterious?
That's black magic.
Okay. Okay.
That's not his
so then you're
definition of
saying,
magic, Mo, right?
So you're saying that okay, but you say no. Would you agree it's mysterious or no?
No, that not
No?
not high magic.
Not
is not
the high
mysterious.
magic or
It's
white
very
magic.
methodical. It's like a science. It has
Okay, give
formulae.
me
There's an operation.
So wait, you still haven't really given me an example. You've talked about mostly the dark magic. When I was asking for examples, you're saying that you deal in more metaphysical. Can you give me an example of the metaphysical stuff that you say you can do?
Yeah, so you're transcending the material cosmos, and you do that by understanding the cosmos, which at that degree, when you're that high up, it's more simple. It's not complex. Things are, you think of first principles of philosophy.
I'm waiting for the
They're
example.
not complex.
Yeah, give him a specific example, Hostile.
Okay, the greatest of all first principles, which is like the last gate, is the Parmenidean concept of being. Okay, the last gate is essentially that there is no such thing as creation. There is no such thing as non-existence. That is a complete understanding.
No, I think he wants an example. Like if you're doing ceremonial magic, you're doing a ritual. Walk us through what are you hoping to attain?
Just give me the effect. I'm not even asking for you to get into details. Just the effect.
Wait. If you wanted what I'm pretty sure you understand what an example is, but like, say if you want to demonstrate how gravity works, you take an object and then you drop it, and that's gravity. Mo is asking for an example of this higher tier of magic.
A contradiction he just said. He said there's no such thing as creation, and there's no such thing as non-existence.
Yes.
So if nothing was created, then nothing exists.
No, it's always been. It's uncreated. There's only existence. And in order for that to happen, you can't bring something out of non-existence. You cannot create anything.
Still waiting for my
Creatio ex
example.
nihilo. Well, we haven't even made it yet because I've been cut off.
So everything existed forever. So now we're getting into cosmological and we're getting into the physical. This is not metaphysical.
No. Spirit is a thing that exists, right?
Okay.
Matter is the thing that
if everything existed and every event is a domino that falls, how do we reach?
No, that not every event is a domino that falls.
I'm doing a cosmological argument. This is a cosmological argument. It's a physical argument. It's not a metaphysical argument.
Cosmology is not always physical. You don't understand it.
If there was no beginning to you, then how do you register this current event happening? Because there's infinite events that had to have happened to lead up to this.
No, you're thinking in terms of temporality. Eternity is not temporal. It's atemporal. So there is no beginning and end. There's no dominoes falling over. Think of Xena. Think of Parmenides.
There's a physical beginning, but there's not a metaphysical beginning. That's God.
There's no physical beginning. Matter has always existed. It's always existed, and it's separate from spirit. It's like oil and water.
Have you always existed?
Yes.
Have you always? Never mind.
I can't run a whole contingency thing.
So anyway, I'm still waiting for my example here. So
yeah, no, this is the crux of internal work in magic. Is you're trying to liberate your spirit from matter. You're trying to become absolutely liberated, where you're eternal, an eternal spirit.
That's still not a dropping something example.
Well, no, I'm not even looking for that. I'm not even looking for that. Dropping something. I'm just looking for anything.
That's my example. That's my example of an example.
No, I get it, but I'm just looking for something because every time I ask for an example, you go into like this long explanation about just listing these facts.
I just gave you a literal example. You don't understand how it applies.
Let Mo speak.
No, I demonstrated how time has to be.
Hostile, I feel like you could give a more specific thing. Like let's say tomorrow you're doing some ceremonial magic. You have what is your end goal with that ritual? Why are you doing that specific ritual? I feel like you should be able to give an example of that, right?
Yeah, I just did. You escape matter. You're trying to escape matter.
What does that mean?
Become an eternal.
But that's more of a long-term goal, right? You don't, because high magic can involve a lot of stuff where you have a specific goal in mind or something you want to change internally.
So does that?
Yeah, you're trying to shed matter. You're trying to become an individuated.
So wait, are you going to do that? You're trying to. Hold on, wait. So you're trying to shed. Hold on, wait. So you're trying to shed matter.
The ultimate way to shed matter
right?
would be to off yourself.
You're trying to shed matter. Do you know how to do that?
Yes, that's through the work. That's through the archimonic technique. You use a circle to isolate yourself.
What does that mean?
Is an analogy? So if I were to give an analogy for what you're describing, is it similar to that of what is described in astral projection?
That's a way to get up there. I'm already.
I know he's not talking. He's not actually. I know he's not actually talking about. But it's just analogous.
I just went to the bottom of the rabbit hole. Okay, it's the highest level. It's the most advanced level.
Wouldn't the ultimate way to shed matter be to drink the Kool-Aid?
No, you don't kill yourself. No, hell no, because what happens is you come back to this world because you think
every time you meditate and you think you're shedding your physical existence, you come back to your body and you're in this body that you're in.
Yes.
Wouldn't the ultimate way to become a pure energy being in a form outside of this existence would be to get rid of your body?
You'll just come back. You'll just come back.
No, you'll come back here. You'll keep coming. It's reincarnation. It's a thing.
Okay, so wait. Okay, well, let's stick on this for a second. So you're saying to shed matter is like the goal of what you do. right? Or to shed your, I guess, physical. Okay, so have you done this?
No, you don't do it you have to basically do this practice your entire life and create a new habitual form of thinking. Which
why don't you just keep offing yourself until you get in the perfect body?
Do it?
You'll never do that.
So you don't know
how to do it? Eventually, I'll just keep offing myself, and eventually,
and you have to keep doing.
Why
you're not
haven't
going
you
to
done
kill
it?
JS is listen. Okay, you really try to listen to what I'm saying to make sense of this. You're not going to kill yourself, right? Because you have to achieve a certain level of understanding of the eternal, and that's through this art, right?
Well, don't
you
think
cannot
this is
just do
why
it through
some
logic and
monks-
reason.
Why would
This
you
is
need
something
understanding if you know how
Don't
everything
you
works?
think this is why some monks self-immolate?
The problem
Because
is the habits.
Their
We
belief
are
is
habitual.
stronger than their physical body.
Bro,
They
let me
want to
explain this
serve
to Mo
their-
real
they
quick
want to
because he
serve
has
their
an
belief.
actual critical point that
I
needs to
don't
be
need you to
explained.
explain it to Mo. I'm trying to see like the ultimate.
But he's
end
hitting the
goal.
nail on the head. It's the crux of the whole argument, is what Mo is bringing up.
The crux of the whole argument is what's the end goal? Is sacrificing.
That's what Mo
babies
is mentioning. He's like, how do you do it, right? It's
JS, shut
something
the
that-
fuck up if you're just gonna go back to that. Like seriously, bro, you're being a fucking bitch, dude.
Seriously,
You're intentionally being fucking facetious. Fuck you.
Chill the fuck
I don't even
out.
know who's talking.
Not only how do you do this, I'm asking if you haven't done it yet, and you say that it takes time to accomplish this. Then that
Yeah, you
the
gotta live your
entailment of
life.
that.
You can't just
But
kill
the
yourself.
well, hold on, wait. But I'm not talking about JS thing. I don't give a shit about that.
Calm
But
down, bro.
The entailment of what you're saying means you
doesn't
don't
care about
fully
the
understand
kill shot.
how to do this, which
No,
means you
that's
don't.
not what I'm saying.
Well,
You have
then why would you have to
this
study
is
for it?
highly advanced, complex
We're
like
just
occultism.
dilly-dally around the
It's not
outside.
something that you're going to understand in 1 minute or cutting me off after 30 seconds.
True crux.
Mo, don't you have to study the Bible in order to understand it? Like, what the fuck? It's a stupid
What
argument.
does that have to do with a fucking price tea and shine? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I don't claim to know everything there is to know about God's nature either, so fuck off. Anyway.
Yeah.
So going back to this
Not
example,
me.
how do you if you takes time to accomplish this and you haven't done it yet, but you recognize this is one of the main things that you're trying to do, how is that not having a full understanding of how to do the thing? How does that logically make sense?
Because you're not going to kill yourself. You have to live out your life in your body. That's a part of the principle.
Are you
right?
saying
We call
that's
it
the only way to do it?
No, we call it neological ethics. There's a form of ethics that we have, right? And
Why did
supreme...
you bring up killing yourself? I don't understand.
Because that won't do it, right? You think that doing this during my life, I'm just going to like pop out of my body or something. That's not how this works.
I'm asking a different question. I don't care about killing yourself. Like, holy shit.
You're talking about what you have already done it, and don't you need to understand it to do it? That's what you're asking, and you're literally not comprehending what I'm saying.
No, you
I
keep
get
bringing
it.
up
It's hard
killing
to
yourself.
understand.
No, it's not hard to understand. This is like simple logical entailment. You are saying earlier you said that you know exactly how all this shit works, but now you're saying that there's a goal that you're trying to reach, and you know how to do it, but it takes time in order to learn how to do it, and you haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
So
how do
you have a complete knowledge of it then if all those things are true? That's like P and not P. It's a contradiction.
It's not a contradiction. You literally are not comprehending what I'm saying. You have to live out your life. The goal has been achieved if you've actually defeated the habit patterns through the archimonic technique or what we call it, the ceremonial magic ritual. I call it specifically the archimonic technique. Okay, it involves a magical circle where you isolate yourself and you practice a form of meditation to where you negate all forms.
What kind of frequency, though?
That's the habit pattern that brings you back to bodies. The habits that you have about the world and thinking what reality is what brings you back here. So since I'm not going to off myself, even though I've achieved breaking the habit pattern through the ritual, I have to live my life out. We believe in acausality or something called acausal nexuses, where there is maybe some event.
Live your life out because God said so.
There's some event that may occur in the future within the temporal realm.
I don't mean to cut you off. Just let me make sure I understand this. So you did a thing, a ritual, And you won't
Multiple
know
times.
it actually worked until you've lived your entire lifetime.
No, you can know that it worked, and then once you live,
How do you
once you
know?
die, you don't come back. Through these experiences that you have, they're highly mystical, highly intuitional.
But you
Something
haven't
that is
experienced
Well, wait,
special
why are
knowledge.
they? Well, hold on, wait. Why are they mystical? I thought you understood everything around it.
Well, mystical doesn't mean that you don't understand it. It's something that transcends logic and rationale and intellect. It's not something that I can give to you through words. It's ineffable.
Have you
It's
experienced death yet?
incognizable.
Have you experienced death yet?
Ritualistic death, yeah, initiatic death.
Okay, so some fake death.
Well,
You
no,
experienced
death
some
is
fake
not a
death?
thing, right? Death is just an illusion. Is what is
John
the thing.
Jones experienced real death.
So this is a bit of a half.
So you don't know as much as him. Like you won't know until you do it.
Dude, never mind.
Yeah, there. I mean, once you get to the grade, to where you're astral projecting and scrying and speaking with beings, like you're beyond that. You're like beyond the death point. You've went over where death is.
You've transcended words having definitions, because what I keep hearing is that you transcended death, but then you still have to experience death, and you know that it's true. You know that it's true, and you've done it, but now you have to live your life.
This guy's a contradiction machine.
Yes.
Holy shit!
That's neurological ethic. Honor is the highest
the
virtue
things that he keeps
that we
talking
have in
about
this
is
system.
just full
And
of
it's where you
contradictions.
cannot leave
He
other
goes into these long
spirits
speeches
behind that are pursuing this.
that
So there
doesn't
may
make
be
any
some
fucking sense.
event.
And when you ask him on
Let me
something,
back
he
up.
just
So there's a lot of context that's missing. This
makes-
is literally
makes-
like
seems to just make
thousands
more
of
shit up.
pages of work that you're missing. So it's not something that you're going to get in 5 minutes. Okay, but the one of the postulates, the prerequisites for understanding this cosmology is that it's a spiritual war. You live in a constant state of warfare. Okay.
Sounds like you're just taking Christianity and you're twisting it.
No, this is real. I would
You know
call
what
this
people
real
have done
Christianity.
throughout all of
This
history.
is
That
like
concept,
superior
JS, has
Christianity.
existed long before Christianity. Has existed long before that.
Yes.
Yeah,
War with whom?
Well, no. What you think of Christianity isn't what I think of Christianity.
Yeah,
Followers
this
of
is
God
the
and followers of Satan.
primordial Christianity that you are. This is what the spirits are truly seeking, but they can't get to it because there's a lot of strategic confusion.
I think you're just following the Father Satan.
So
You're
there are
afraid
two
to-
types of
you're afraid
spirits.
to acknowledge.
All are
you're
eternal,
afraid to
right?
acknowledge
Yes,
the
JS, we all know your opinion on him, and you're a fucking Bible thumper. Now shut the fuck up and let him talk.
I'm a Bible thumb.
My name is Avery, and I just come in and say, "Stop talking, Christian."
Shut the fuck up, pussy.
Make me. Let him talk. Let him talk. You're not even trying to have the conversation in good faith. You're just like, oh, you're evil. You're
Be
fucked up.
quiet, Avery.
That's all you fucking bring to the table, dude.
Quiet.
In good faith. He's acknowledged multiple times he serves demons. The ultimate.
No, he hasn't. You retarded, mentally ill fuck. Holy shit, you're stupid. You're stupid. You're actually fucking stupid.
He hasn't said that. You missed
You're
it.
actually fucking stupid.
And you've repeated it like 10 times.
JS, you know I like you, dude, but yeah, he hasn't said that. He hasn't claimed that. Okay,
Yeah, the practice is demonic.
yeah,
not
he
that
did.
they actually
You weren't here, Mo.
not that they actually follow
He
demons.
said it
That's-
is demonic. I said
he was talking
it
about
sounds
the
demonic.
black magic people.
Yeah, the black
magic, which he doesn't do.
Oh, the black
Jazz.
magic he doesn't do.
There's
but
multiple
that's the
layers to
highest
this that
level
we've
of
explained
what he
multiple
aspires
times to you.
do. If he wants to be the best at what he's doing, he would do that.
Nobody thinks that.
No, you stupid
No,
fuck.
JS, for the 5th time, 6th time, no. Different
sacrifice
categories
his
of
children.
magic. For him to be the best, he would not be sacrificing babies or doing any demonic stuff. He's doing high magic.
So he's going to have to acknowledge God exists.
Yeah, you're stuck between a dichotomy of God
To
and
be the
Satan.
ultimate
in that-
magic. He's gonna have to acknowledge God exists, but he doesn't.
He already
what he acknowledges.
he
is that
acknowledged
No,
he doesn't
like
view
God does
as God,
exist.
though.
saying that he-
Dude,
Yeah,
you don't
he-
understand it at all. I would just listen more. Because I literally never said that God doesn't exist.
He acknowledges God exists, but he doesn't acknowledge it as the God. That's
You're not
really
the
where
first,
it's
and you're
coming.
not the last person that I'm gonna have this conversation with, buddy. You're not original. Nothing you're saying is not unique. You're not. I know the same way you try to put me into boxes like Calvinist and this and that. I can put you into boxes like Gnostics and like what monists and all these different boxes that I can put
This
you
is
in.
not monism.
You're a pagan. You're a pagan, and you
think these boxes are helpful, JS? Have they brought the conversation forward?
Box. I've proven it. We've demonstrated it. I've seen it. So whatever. Just go ahead. Talk about your magic, buddy. This is crazy.
It's just if you keep misquoting or misremembering what he's saying, it sounds like the boxes are not being useful. I would say because you're putting them in the wrong boxes, right?
No, he's in the. I got him in the right box. I threw out a master
okay.
ball.
You're just retarded. It's all good.
Okay, I know everything you're gonna say before you say it. You're not like, it's not unique.
Then I'm surprised you keep getting it wrong, JS.
Yeah,
you think you'd have
really
more
wrong.
predictive power with even the stuff he said you get wrong, even the stuff he
No.
repeated so many times.
No, you're falling for his lies, and you're thinking, "Oh, that makes sense," but it doesn't.
No,
make
JS,
sense.
you're just retarded.
We can do circles all night because I can flip that on you and I can say that your God is lying to you. You have the God that's lying to you. You already admitted that evil is good. Like, we don't even need to go back to that point. I'm saying he's evil. He absolutely is the reason for evil in the world.
Yeah,
and that's
you
a
already
problem.
said he's the demiurge.
You can be more benevolent than the creator
Nah.
of this creator, quote unquote, creator of your world. That's a problem. That's weird, right? Is that not ringing any alarm bells
not.
going off? Like, it's not a
Nobody's
red flag
more
at all?
malevolent than God, right?
Malevolent? What do you think is malevolent?
Benevolent. I'm saying the
You said
human
benevolent.
being has the capacity to
I'm sorry,
actually
I just said
conceive
a
of
word that means the
omnibenevolence.
opposite thing.
Why is the God not doing that? Because your explanation was evil is actually good. There's a plan. You said there's no free will. Your whole view is an amalgamation
agreeing
of
with
different
you.
doctrines that don't even correspond with each other. You
I
have
know.
beliefs of contradictory doctrine that negate each other.
Yeah,
I don't even think you know where you're at right now.
I don't know where I'm at right now. So keep telling us about your magic.
Yeah, I want to hear about magic. Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, we don't have to. I mean, it makes
Can you
sense,
can you
right?
cast magic on me right now?
No.
No, that's
Hostile. Do you have Discord so I can actually talk to you about this and actually get what you actually believe without like 4 people just yelling at you?
Yeah, I do have a Discord. Yeah.
Oh, I had 4 people yelling at me. Fucking never knew it the whole fucking time here.
Hostile.
Wasn't talking to you, Gordon.
You should join the server because you should definitely come back.
I don't want to trigger people, man. It's been a bad time. I don't mean to do this, right? I'm not.
Oh
no! Look, I came in here
Come
with
on.
some questions just to try to understand what your viewpoints were. But I got to be honest, like unfortunately, it sounds like logically it's just full of contradictions. And you've even contradicted yourself a few times in the conversation.
That's what I did. They're acting like I'm being
No,
disingenuous. I came
there's
up.
no
Well, no,
contradiction.
you misquoted him like multiple times. Like
No, I didn't.
There's
You
no
did.
contradiction.
You did, JS.
There-
You did. You have. You're doing it still.
There's
Come on, bro.
To be fair, I think
worship
JS
demons
was like
instead of
reading his chat
accepting-
and talking with people. He probably didn't hear that part like multiple times.
No, he said it is demonic. Did he
Yeah,
not?
he was talking about the black.
Not what he
magic
does.
People.
The black magic people. He's
And
not talking
then-
about what he himself does, which is the white magic. The white magic.
Yeah, the only thing
Okay,
he's offered
I know,
that
but if
I've
you
heard
paid
up here is that
attention-
he has to escape his physical body. That's the only thing that he's like
If
aiming
you
for.
paid
apparently.
attention, I acknowledged that he separates the dark magic from the light magic. Then I did an internal critique where I
Dude,
said
we're
I
doing
accept
circles.
that what Moses did was white magic, and what Satan does is dark magic, and he accepts that. And I say, what's the ultimate level of what you're
No.
doing? And he does concede, like eventually you're gonna have to get to some baby
I
sacrifice.
never said that.
He's never said that, you fucking
Crazy.
retard.
You did. You did too.
I never ever once
that's
said
why
that I'm
it's
going to have to sacrifice babies, bro. That's actually offensive.
Well,
That's wild. That's
I know
wild
it's
that you can even think of
It's
that.
offensive. It's offensive. We're
Yeah.
just doing the low level.
This
magic,
is
but
He
it's not
can't
the
see.
white
He
magic.
can't see
He's-
anything outside of his own worldview.
Oh my
That's
god!
why.
It's not the white magic
can't.
because it's not of God. So what is it? What is the magic you're doing? It's not of God.
Yeah, I don't
what is
think
the
there is a
magic you're doing?
God magic, quote unquote.
walk
What you're
through this
called, there's
again.
no differentiation between the internal art and what God is doing to sustain
You-
the cosmos.
Okay, so are you using your magic to stop world hunger? What are you doing?
No, I can't do that. That's black magic. I'm coming in between.
That would be
That's
black
affecting the physical world. Yeah. Even if you try, that's a common misconception that
the
magicians
only
have.
thing once again, the only thing he's offered is I want to escape the physical plane, basically escape
Well,
matter.
no,
That's the only thing he's talked
that
about.
is the point of internal high
Anything, all I've
magic.
been trying to establish
Listen,
is
no,
that it's
listen.
retarded.
Which to me is like you just live your life out and then you die. I guess
99% of magical
So I don't
traditions.
know how that's magical.
The Western mystery tradition.
It's definitely not magically delicious.
Religions. Yeah, keep talking through me. 99% of religions, magical orders, mystery traditions, they all give you one goal, and it's either immortality of the soul or eternity of the spirit. There's two options. Even in Christianity, this is the eschatology. You're not going to argue that with me. Catholicism, all the Abrahamic religions, Buddhism, Vedas, all of it. Everyone offers
what's
this
your
end
point,
goal.
though, with
So
that?
why are you trying to say that this is unique to me and that it's not? I'm not giving you anything. That is the cream of the crop. That is the crowning jewel of it all. Is the eternal life. That is the whole point.
You're gonna
And
live
you don't get that by
eternally
fucking changing somebody's
wait a
brain.
minute. You didn't
live
claim that you
eternally
were
in the
going to
pit with
have
the gnashing
like
teeth
internal
and the
life. You
fire
just said
and
escape
I did
matter.
claim that, and you didn't listen when I said
Well, no, you said
absolute.
no. Your verbiage was escape matter. That
No,
doesn't necessarily
that
mean
wasn't.
internal
I didn't.
life.
No, you obviously closed your ears after I
No,
got
I was
that out.
listening. When did
You
internal life
weren't
come in?
listening.
So
Once this is over,
I'm
go back and
listening
listen.
too.
Go back and
Confluence
listen once it's
unfortunately
over.
has to go to bed. JS, are you going to be live still? Because I'll raid people to you if you are.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'll be up for a while.
Final thoughts, anybody? It's a good conversation. I wish I could keep going, but I have to get to bed, unfortunately.
Pussy.
Yeah, I'll definitely join Joe S.
Wow! Congratulations, Con. You united the panel
Did
on
you
one
say
thing.
Jewess?
Joe? No, I said. Yeah.
Did you say Jewess?
No, I was.
No, yeah, this
Confluence
was.
is JS.
I'll just say, like, this was interesting. Had fun. Kind of doing some questions.
I actually really enjoyed your explanations, Hostile. Despite me, like what I said earlier and whatnot, and all of my ribbing and stuff like that, it was actually really interesting to hear what you were saying and trying to parse it. I can't clearly, but it was nice to hear. It was nice to at least attempt to hear you. So,
well,
Yeah, I'm glad you,
I'll say that
joined us.
I'll say that I appreciate the attempt, but I did not enjoy your explanations because I thought they were very long-winded and really didn't get to the point. But
they sounded like they were going in circles, but you know.
I think.
But I
think
appreciate
you're
you trying.
close. I think you're close. I think you're going down the right like questions and like lines of thought and stuff. Hostile, but you've picked the wrong side, and you should probably pick the other side. You're close.
Grant that.
Yeah.
You could take I could take everything you said, and I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. And you could flip it to Christianity. I know people get mad when they hear the word Christianity, but following the one true God and the one true essence, or whatever big words you want to use to describe it. And you're going, you should stop playing with those dark arts.
All right, well, I'm heading out. Good night. Thanks, everybody. And remember, Christ is God.
Take it easy, Mo.
Thanks for all stopping by. God bless you.
Thanks,
all.
everyone.
Go do your thing.
God bless chat.
Okay, well, that was interesting. Yeah, I don't really know, like, that's a wild take from that guy. I would have liked to dig more the nuance of the claims he was making, but being on a panel, the nature of the panel, it's hard to kind of like control a room long enough to actually get any kind of back and forth. But he had a lot of claims, but every time we pressed him on it, it just kind of he had long explanations, but really never seemed to get to the actual point until you pressed him further. It just kind of felt like obfuscation, like just because I asked him multiple times, some examples of this magic that he says he could do, and he kept giving me examples of people that he doesn't agree with and what they can do to affect the physical world. And then when you talk to him about what he actually can do, the only thing he offered was that he did some sort of ritual and that he's assured that it did the thing he needed to, but in order to get it done, he has to grow old and die. Which is, I mean, I don't even know what to really say about that. That's kind of, and also the claim of he knows exactly, and the people who practice this know exactly how all this works in great detail in every angle, a complete understanding of the reality of it. But by definition, that wouldn't be magic. Like, magic is like you don't understand you don't have a full understanding of how it works. Because if you did, then that would just be some scientific method or some process or some system that you just follow the steps and you understand what your step does. But anyway, that was interesting. Maybe we'll see him again. Maybe we can actually have more direct confrontation. I wouldn't mind that at all. Because there's a lot of things he was saying that I'd like to challenge. But I think that's it for me. It's late as hell. Stayed up way longer than I thought I was going to. So I'm gonna head out. Drop a like, drop a sub if you hit the sub button if you're so inclined. That'd be great. But until next time, I'll catch you guys later. God bless. Good night.